What you might hear on the Dad Podcast can be considered offensive. We will have explicit content. You have been warned. Proceed with caution.
Titties!
You're listening to the Dad Podcast.
Let's get started.
Fuck those little kids.
I've seen some horse dicks in my day, bro.
It's good to know.
I'm just saying, though, you got to be under it, and like, it's not
See,
up and down.
the difference is though
front to
you've
back.
seen him. He's talking about how to
Yeah, he's
Milk 'em.
milk them.
them.
Well, it's not up and
milking
down. It's
the
not
horse.
Up and down. It's front and back, is all I'm saying.
He's like, you got to whisper in their ear a little bit.
Yeah.
It's like have you seen the movie with
No.
it's called For Richer or Poorer? Tim Allen and then Kirstie Alley is his wife in it, and like they start off, he's like some rich like Wall Street kind of guy and loses everything, and then end up hiding out in like this Amish place. And one morning he comes in, he goes, man, I was out there just tugging and pulling and tugging and pulling. I finally got a little bit of milk out of your cow. I'm like, we don't have a cow, we just have a bull. And he's just got like a
Hell
milk
yeah,
mustache.
brother.
Oh, gross, dude.
He's like, I'm thinking he's still gonna pay me for my time.
That's totally Tyler. Milking
man.
those horses.
I'm just trying to get the job done, okay? You gotta fucking explain to me more what's going on around these parts. Oh, dude, welcome back, guys. So our episode came out Friday, like it does normally. But I guess this was last week. Last week, that was fucking rush. But I feel like I
It
haven't
was.
seen you for a while. Like
It
most
was.
of you guys, mostly Dan.
Well,
but,
dude, yeah, we haven't seen Dan since golf.
but we
Yeah.
did exactly. We did that like fucking, and then we
2
did
weeks
it
ago.
early-
Yeah, it feels like it was forever ago.
But we recorded early, and then I didn't. Like I see you at work, but not really lately.
Yeah.
I've been getting kind of fucked, and you.
Well, it's just
leave
like
for me.
it's just like Matt across the street. Like I saw him last night. I was like, Jesus, I feel like I haven't seen you in 6 months.
Southside.
Yeah, Southside Matt.
Southside.
Southside Matt.
I've been calling him that too. I'll yell across the street.
We call him Southside Dulce, dog.
Southside Matt.
Yeah, dude. Shut up, dude. Westside Dan.
No, that's Girth Brooks, man. Come on, get it right.
Well, yeah. Then he moved.
So everybody's got a cool one. We got Southside Matt, Girth Brooks, Dr. Smackbottom, and Tyler.
What do you mean? Ginger pubes.
Okay.
Ginger pubes.
Yeah. And if you know me well, you know it. They're not.
Thank God I don't know you well.
I was going to say Hector.
Hector knows him. Huh? Hector knows that the curtains match the drapes.
Listen. You say the name Hector.
Uh-huh.
I honestly think Too Fast, Too Furious, the little bald Mexican with the fucking
Yeah,
Honda
that's-
Civic hatchback with no hood on it.
Yep.
It's Hector.
Yep.
And then, you want to know the honest second thought? Dan, you won't catch this one as much? Dylan's brother.
Yeah. Sorry.
Donnie got it.
Fucking Gonzo. I'm still pissed at that bitch.
I'm not.
That he didn't come back? It got me all excited that he was coming back to work.
Yeah.
I mean,
and
good
then
for
Di-
him
and
going
then
and do something
Dylan
better
and
with more
Gypsy-
money, but
We'll cut it there.
yeah.
I'm gonna jump right into it if we do
See,
that.
Yeah, we
doing-
don't want to talk about work.
You
Yeah.
doing OnlyFans?
He is doing an OnlyFans,
Really?
but
Wait.
but since it's not porn, he's showing you how to do HVAC.
Did you know that
I mean, there could be an OnlyFans
There-
technically for that.
for HVAC? Did you know they're
For
taking
just
porn
like
off
all
of
kinds of
OnlyFans?
Nope.
I didn't either
I
until
don't
tonight.
even know much about OnlyFans on it. I figured it
Yeah.
was just porn. Isn't that all it is?
Yeah, but they're banning it on there, which is
So it's like another
I
social
don't even
media app now.
understand. Yeah,
What's the point then?
exactly.
All right, so
I
OnlyFans
don't know.
died. They'll come out with fans only or something. I don't know what the
Yeah,
fuck. I
exactly.
don't know how this works, dude. Every 6 months they'll come out with something new.
I don't know. It's weird.
I think it's crazy that like, I'm definitely on both sides of that. Cause like,
Like bisexual.
well, that too. Cause I mean, I'll subscribe to anything as long as it gets me going. You know what I'm saying? But no, I just think half my mind is like, make your money, girl. You know what I mean? Fucking A, do your thing. But then the other half is just like, well, the other half is cut in two halves also. It's like, now is the time you can do it. You could have never done it. So like, I don't know what the problem is now if you can do it and you choose to. But also it's just like, I don't know. You don't have to do that.
Do you
Like,
know
you don't
why?
got- you
Did
don't
you
got
see
it.
why? I see nothing wrong with it all.
I don't either. I mean, make your money, girl. That's what I'm saying.
Dude, if I could make that
And
much
they
money,
make a lot of
yeah,
money,
dude,
bro.
I would totally be on there.
I asked Brittany if she wanted to start one with me eating different foods off her feet. I'm like, it could hit somewhere. Maybe no.
Probably, dude.
Yeah, some German shit.
Probably.
Like, I'll suck fucking taquitos right off those little toes.
People are weird, man.
I
I
don't
probably
even
would like
toes.
that. People are weird about that.
Yeah,
They'd be all about it.
I don't get what
I'm
the
sure,
problem is.
obviously that's not the main thing. It's fucking
Tyler's
for,
like-
for people they want to see their tits and ass and whatever.
So I was like, I can't. Sorry, guys, I don't have time to do the podcast anymore. This
I'm like, dude,
I gotta suck Cheetos off
this
of these
OnlyFans
feet.
thing is blowing up.
I'm like, I leveled way up, dude. You guys are
blowing up.
Yeah. Like, I'm honestly like a millionaire now. So.
He's like poorest friend.
Exactly right. Like, you guys want to go to Dubai with me this weekend? Check out the pyramids.
can
and shit.
podcast
Let's
from
go to
the jet.
Egypt and check out the pyramids too. What's it? That's Giza, right?
Yeah.
Gaza, Giza.
Giza Plateau.
Giza, okay.
Yep.
Dubai's close, right? No, Dubai's not in. It's in Egypt.
No, I don't believe so.
I thought I had a solid reference here.
United Arab Emirates.
What does that mean?
That's where it's at.
UAI.
Yeah.
Huh. I don't know. Just I don't know what to say. I think Donnie's on it.
I gotta
think
Google
Donnie's
it
on
now.
What's that?
Nope.
I'm
Donnie's-
looking up the OnlyFans. Why they're banning porn?
Okay.
And it's because of they said they have no choice but to ban pornography
Oh, they don't
after
have a choice.
unfair treatment by the banks. So it's Dan's fault.
Oh, wait, though. Actually, wait, though. Actually, now that you say that, that reminds me, because I know a couple people that have had OnlyFans. They said that they're fucking, like, taxing on everything they do and that they're fucking taking their money and not, they're, like,
Yeah, they tax
they
that ass.
take, but they don't, I always thought that, like, the girl or guys, girls or guys, whatever, whoever has the OnlyFans, I always thought they get the money in their account, like, whenever whatever happens.
Yeah, but
Doesn't
they
it?
gotta
Well,
pay their
doesn't it go
cut.
through like only? I mean, if you pay, say you subscribe to
that's-
OnlyFans,
Yeah.
they take their cut and then they give you yours.
Yeah.
So they're taking it before you even see any money.
They're pimping you out.
Oh, I guess that makes sense.
But it says
Don't
that
you have
that-
to pay for an app or something? Isn't that their money?
Don't act like you don't.
So if you wanted to set one up, you pay them monthly, just like we do for our podcast. And then if you want me to watch it, I have to pay to see it.
Oh.
So they're getting money no matter what. But they're saying it's the banks with requests from its banking and payment providers.
Oh, so,
So I don't know if, like,
take it, so it definitely goes to
The
them
banks are
first
mad
before
because
they
it
pay.
says porn. I don't know, or people know it's OnlyFans and like you know, like people coming out of the banks
Dude,
because
porn's a huge business, though.
Well, why would
Exactly.
they capitalize on that then? That's what I'm saying. Why would they just cap?
I don't know. It didn't go in any more other than
Oh, I guess that's what they're doing. Maybe that's exactly what they're doing. They're taking more money from.
they keep saying we
I
had
don't know.
no choice. The short answer is banks.
Their payment provider basically said we can't accept payments because it's related to this
Because
business.
it's
I don't
not
know.
Europe.
But that makes no sense either. Because like, I mean, seriously, how many?
There's
And
so
we're
they're
talking
saying
to a legit banker.
Porn is
They're saying the-
billions
the Bank of
dollars.
New
Yeah.
York
We'll say
Mellon
Dan, you want to say
flagged
trillion?
and rejected every
Can't do
wire
that.
transfer linked to OnlyFans. And then the Britain's Metro Bank closed OnlyFans corporate account with no notice.
Wow.
So the banks are denying their wire transfers and closing it. And I'm guessing it's just because it says OnlyFans on the transfer and people know that's porn. It's old people, I'm guessing. Like the higher ups, the old people in the banks are like porn.
Okay, but
Ugh.
even nowadays though, I get you say the older people up or whatever, but like just like Dan says, they're like, what's the problem with porn?
I don't get it. I don't know.
It's like we're literally
I think it's beautiful.
we're promoting.
It's a wonderful thing.
But no,
I don't get it.
Even
art
like
form.
Victoria's Secret Angels though, it's like that's borderline porn to some like we're.
Well, think
basically
about it. Like I
promoting
said, when growing up, I used to masterbate to the J.C. Penney lingerie
yeah,
catalog.
we have the
Like, still
magazine.
does.
There's like all kinds of magazines.
You know, every once in a while, you get a flashback.
Oh,
you
there's
get a catalog
joke
in the
about
mail.
that.
It's like, oh yeah.
There's a joke about that. He's like, "What did it used to take for you to jerk off back in the day?" He's like, "A magazine with a girl in a bra."
Yeah,
Right?
dude.
And he's
yeah.
like, "Now I can't even take someone shitting on my fucking chest to get hard."
Is that Lewis?
It's
I think
Jay.
it is.
Oh, okay. I was just saying,
Yeah.
totally sounds like Lewis. But
Yeah.
One in,
Oh.
one in the fucking two birds.
oh yeah,
with
no,
the
I
same feather,
I
dude.
mean, they're gonna get around it.
two feathers the same bird.
So
What's
they
the
just won't be
saying?
OnlyFans anymore, but they can get their payments other ways. You know what I mean? Like you can set up a freaking account anywhere, a YouTube channel, and they
Just
have to
sounds
subscribe
You
weird.
can
to
go
it.
to
Like it's just
motherless.com.
what we're saying, even on YouTube or even our podcast. Like right now, we can actually set it up so people have to subscribe to hear us,
Thank you, Dan. I
Yeah.
saw the reaction in the menu.
so they can go somewhere else
I
and
don't know what you're talking about.
Okay.
and set up an account and charge it. So I mean, yeah, canceling OnlyFans sucks because that's where you've had it, but it's not going to stop anything.
Yeah, it just seems like they just gave up, didn't even look for another option.
Yeah, they didn't even think like, oh, okay, we'll change our bank transfers to not say OnlyFans. It'll say like
Also, though,
Right.
like
Dan's Job LLC, whatever the corporation is that has OnlyFans. Like, why would you? Like,
okay, but
I don't
the
get
other
it.
the other half of me though, other than like get your money, girl, is like it's.
Or why not change banks?
No, I feel like that. I mean, that's a good idea
Yeah.
too.
Like,
yeah,
okay, you don't want my money? Fine.
I mean,
I'll
honestly,
go to someone who doesn't
yeah.
care. Like,
Mr. Time Traveler, fucking Brainiac. They probably are gonna.
well, they're gonna now.
That's probably exactly.
They
what's gonna
totally
happen
just
now.
on this whole news thing just called out their three major banks they use.
Yeah, I bet.
They're
don't
not gonna
think
be
they are,
happy
dude.
about that.
What
No,
banks
dude,
are they?
they're pulling
What
everything
banks
off
are
of
they?
there.
No, I'm just kidding.
They're pulling everything off of there. They said they gave like a deadline or whatever to everybody on OnlyFans.
But no,
They
the
will
other
still
half,
allow
though,
certain nudity. So probably just
famous
like,
people.
well, no, like if you go to
It's like PG
Pinterest.
Well, that's what I was saying. Like famous people, like
PG-13.
that's. I feel like that's what it's for. OnlyFans.
you can find
But,
porn
like,
on
everyone's just trying-
Pinterest if you type in the right things, and it's artistic.
And that's fair. It is.
Really?
So that's probably what they can do. Like,
What
like
is it? Nudity or is it porn?
it's just straight nudity. It's not like
Well, yeah,
fucking. It's
that's-
just a girl naked.
Yeah, it's different then.
Well, I'm just saying, like
But
they could
that's
still
why-
do
that's
that.
categorized as porn, though. I guess.
You could take a picture of your feet and say it's art and sell it, and that's going to go to some dude who's going to masturbate to it.
I call it. Honestly, I would call it.
There's ways around it, but the problem is it doesn't matter now. People are always going to know OnlyFans meant porn, so it doesn't
Yeah.
matter if they take the nudity off. They're still going to have that going through the bank saying OnlyFans, which people are like, oh, that's porn.
Yep.
If Dan
Like,
wouldn't have
swear
told
to
me,
God, babe,
I would
was
have had
just
no
looking at
clue.
feet
Yeah.
pics
I'd have had no clue that they were taking porn off of OnlyFans.
Oh,
if
Dan-
Dan didn't say it tonight.
Oh,
until he
Did a
logged
bunch of
on
your
next
shit
week.
Canceled?
Until he logged on
No,
next
I
week.
get free porn. I'm not paying for that shit.
Fuck yeah. Hell yeah.
I'll find my stuff free somewhere else.
Right. And
I'm
he's
cheap.
and he's an Asian, so it's abundant.
Oh
It's
yeah.
everywhere, dude. Everything. You know what I mean? Asian boys, Asian girls, Asian lady boys, Asian fucking boy girls.
They can't
Whatever
show
works, you know?
penetration in like Asian porn though.
It take each time it takes something different to get me off. You know, I don't know.
Yeah, well, that's
It's never the
joke.
same.
That's the joke, and every joke is funny because there's truth in it, right?
There's a little bit of honesty in
Everyone
everything.
started with a
Little
fucking
tiny bit.
magazine, bro,
Yep.
for like the mall
Yep.
or like fucking just like Christmas catalogs.
No,
and
I
shit
think
like
that in that
dude.
bit, Jay was saying he's like, I used to just like scan the channels or something and like just until it
No,
came
he's
on, like a
saying-
girl came
well,
on the
that too,
TV.
yeah.
like,
Oh yeah,
Dude,
he
I
was
used
like,
to love Saturday
oh, yeah,
nights.
He said he'd wait up Saturday nights late. That's what it was.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And he was like, and eventually they would come, they would leak the fucking ones, the free ones, to tease you to buy them.
Yes,
That's what he said,
yes,
yeah.
and then also you
And he
always
was like,
had
oh, I see some
the
titties."
free Cinemax weekends.
yeah.
Skinamax.
Always, yes. Saturday nights, Red Shoe Diaries and shit.
Red Shoe Diary.
dude, I'm not. Yeah, that was
Huh?
I don't know about that one
Fucking
specifically.
loved Red Shoe Diaries.
But I remember it was like a. I don't know, dude. I don't even know where anyone was. It was just me in the house that night, though, and I was like, "I'm turning."
But-
I was like, "I know my dirty ass grandpa got this shit."
They also had USA,
And I
the
didn't know what to
network
do.
USA. So this is on cable TV. They had some hot chick with giant bouncy boobs coming out in like bikinis and bra and panties and stuff all the time, and she was the hostess for USA Up all night, and that's how she said it. And it was literally like
And she'd be
softcore
in
porn.
nothing, and there'd be a dude with a suit on.
right?
Yeah.
Yeah, probably.
But yeah, it was literally softcore, like where it looked like she was like riding his belly button, and then she had a bra. on.
Yeah, yeah.
But it was enough when I was a kid, like yeah, it's
Dude, it's
just
crazy. It's funny you say this. It's crazy so much how the times have changed, and I
Yep.
don't even think it's like maybe it's social media. I don't want to put it on that though because
It's
that's
the
what,
internet.
Yes and no, but like, you guys know Horatio Sanz?
I know the name.
Yeah.
I don't know why I know the name, but I know the name.
Well, SNL.
He's an actor. Yes.
SNL.
Yeah.
You seen Step Brothers?
Yeah.
We only do 80s fucking Joel.
Yep.
Mhm.
Yeah. Take your skank whore wife and get the fuck out of here. Yeah, he's that dude.
yeah.
But he's getting charged, or not charged. I guess we can call it Me Too at this point. The movement's fucking got a real name. But that he groomed and something with a minor.
Yeah.
But like,
It was him and Jimmy Fallon, I think.
yeah.
Yeah.
Don't talk bad about the Fallon.
I'm just
We
kidding.
didn't.
Not a huge fan. I was just not a huge
I was just
fan.
kidding. I haven't watched any of.
Did you hear it the same place I did?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
That's crazy. But like, and
Well,
they,
finish,
they say that-
motherfucker.
They say though,
Don't bring me in and tease it. I need to know what's going on.
essentially that bitch is 40 now.
Okay.
Horatio got sober, called her, apologized for everything, and then she was like, "Oh yeah," and then she laid it all out. She was like, "Fuck you," and she laid it all out. And I'm like, that's so
Interesting.
insane though that like, it's such a different day though because that wasn't. Yes, it's a bad thing, and yes, it was probably kind of shitty.
Yep.
But that's such a different time though, in a different way. I think this is a bad time to bring this up. You know Horatio
One in front
songs?
of each. Like, yeah.
I love you, Dan.
Love you too.
I do for knowing exactly what I'm talking about.
I've been listening.
I want to know where you guys are getting your news because I'm not hearing any of this
Well,
good shit.
that
This is
specific
Skanks.
bit of news was
What?
the Skanks.
Skanks.
Oh,
That specific
okay.
bit. You
And I
need to
haven't.
watch it,
I know
bro.
I haven't in so long. I got to catch up.
All you gotta do is throw your headphone in and fucking just listen.
I want to find this episode that I.
No, don't take that wrong though. You don't take that wrong, right, Donnie?
What?
You need alone time. You don't have it at home.
I don't have it at work.
You don't have it at work.
I know.
You don't have it anywhere. So, but your headphones in gives you alone time, right?
That's why I had them in today.
So I know. I fucking walked in and I called you a piece of shit faggot or whatever I said.
Yeah.
Yeah, because you're kind of a loser. Anyways, oh sorry, you're super loser.
I am.
I didn't want to play it down. But
Oh,
that needs to be done soon.
Nerd Convention. Have you heard that episode? God, I love that one.
How old is it?
It's episode 114.
No, then
It's so fucking funny.
I started in the 3s and I've only heard a select few good ones that they post on YouTube.
Dude, you.
Did you hear about my
God.
phone? My
The
phone's
fuck?
destroyed.
How?
He's an
Okay,
idiot.
first out to two things. One, I saw your text the other day. Did you just flip me off or whatever? I
Yeah.
couldn't text back because my phone's destroyed.
Because he's
Oh.
an idiot.
But was that you? Were you driving by?
No, I was out of town.
Oh.
So I went to Lagoon this weekend. Me
I
and
saw
Brittany.
the micro movers truck.
Yeah, it's probably one of those other losers. And that's not saying I'm roped in with the losers. I'm not one of them. It was a loser. It was one of the losers. That's what I meant. But anyways, though. So me and Brittany figured out things with the baby this weekend, dropped her off, and me and her took a trip, went to Lagoon.
You and Brittany dropped
went
out the
to
baby.
Lagoon?
Went to Lagoon.
We figured out things with the baby. We dropped out. We took a little vacation ourselves.
Can I pause you one more time? What does figured out things with the baby mean?
We got her figured out for the days we were gone.
The day you were gone?
Day and a half. It was like
Locked her in the closet.
day and a half.
That's what I was wondering. That's what I'm trying to figure it out.
Locked
Like you
her in the
just
closet.
Oh,
you
I
made
see what
Happy
you mean.
sit in front of the door and
I
just
was like,
like,
don't pretend like you've never figured things out with your kids, dude. And now, you know where I'm coming from. It sounds like you've both done it. You were both on the same exact page. What
Yeah.
I did, you suggested.
Yep. You
Yeah.
just wrap
closet, table
Yeah.
against the closet. Happy was there to
There's
watch.
just
Guard dog.
perimeter
Yes,
of
perfect.
pillows.
Exactly.
And that's why Carter couldn't get in to feed Happy.
Pillow
He
perimeter.
left the wrong keys. Okay, figured out things with the baby.
That's a
Went to
whole
look-
nother thing in a second.
Is,
Okay.
is
'Cause
Happy
that's
still
true.
alive?
Oh,
That's true. Who's
happy, joy.
happy. Nothing's ringing a bell, dude. Happy. I don't know. Solid sidebar, right?
Yeah.
Shut the fuck up, Donnie. No, I'm just kidding. That's our
I'll
sidebar.
think about it.
Okay, so my phone. You know the ride that it takes you up slow and then drops you hella fast?
Yeah.
So I'm holding my phone, right? It's me. Brittany's right next to me, obviously. And I'm holding my phone and I'm like, fucking hey, dude. And we start going up real slow. And I'm like loosely holding my phone at this point.
Yeah, that's a good plan.
Because you think it's just going slow. Well, I mean,
Well, it's
I
going-
wouldn't do it, but I know what he's thinking.
It's going up and it's going to drop us. So I'm like, we get to the top, I'll hold it tight. And it's like, tick, 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 and it goes, and it shoots us up so fucking fast, dude. And I was like, we watched my phone
Was it
tumble.
the stop that did it or the takeoff?
It literally, well, it started going up really slow.
No, I mean, but when it took off fast, is that what?
No, it was like,
Or was it when it stopped at the top?
it was the takeoff. But what happened, okay, anyway, so it shot up. We watched my phone tumble down. We didn't even know we were on a ride at that point.
It
We
hit
were
a
watching
kid.
my phone. Oh, dude, that would have been the best dad bod Instagram post, right?
Little kid just bloody laying there.
Not even that. Like, I'm like, look, his head rolled 17 feet away. That's a new world record, I'm pretty sure. Like, they don't want to put it in the book, but I'm pretty sure it's a world record. But no,
Find
so
out
it
next
tumbled
week.
down, right? And I'm like, fuck, dude. I'm like, that was so fucked up. I'd never been on that ride. In my whole life, I've never been
You
on the
didn't
ride.
watch it when you were standing in line?
We were the first ones there.
Okay.
And
If you
the
saw
fir-
his pictures on Facebook, I swear to God, they had the entire park to
Oh, yeah.
themselves.
There was
Sure.
nobody there,
Yeah.
and it was the second ride we went on, and the first two we went on, we were alone.
Okay.
So it was literally we were all by ourselves, and I was just like, "Dope! This is gonna be a sweet video when we drop." And but it was the shoot up, Donnie. But what it really was, because I remember I was. Do you have a pop socket on your phone?
No.
Do you?
I like girls.
No, yeah. I'm not 10.
Anyway, yeah.
I'm not 10 years old.
So I was holding it. I was holding like the pop socket. I wasn't holding it like this stupid because I was like, I'm gonna drop it. And I was holding it like this with it in my fist. And what happened was
Wait, but you weren't holding it stupid?
no. But what happened was it shot us up, and it wasn't that what it was. It was that it like scared me, I guess.
You were like, and you kind of jerked.
No. I
can totally
squeezed.
picture him screaming like that, too.
No, I squeezed. And it popped. I squeezed hella hard. Like, I was like, "Ugh," and it squeezed it right off, dude. So it was like halfway up, and it just went. And I was like, I'm going to sue Pop Socket.
You ruined your pop socket, dude?
No, I pop
No, he put it
Ruined
right.
your pop socket?
He put it right back
So
on.
solid.
It
Hell
still looks
Hydra.
great.
Yeah,
The pop socket's
solid.
the only thing that survived.
But I got a more important question to know about Lagoon. Which ride did you guys reenact the movie Fear on?
What do you mean?
You know, Mark Wahlberg.
Called
Yeah.
Dracula's Mansion.
That's the one you reenacted
Yes.
it on? Huh?
Yeah.
I'm sure our listeners know what I'm talking about.
And we hit that a couple times.
Nice.
Yeah. And it was perfect because, like, you sit down. It's a 2-seater,
Mm-hmm.
but it's like a
You know what we're
dome.
talking about, right, Dan?
Yeah.
But it's like a dome.
Brittany
they
like
put
fingered
over
his
you.
butthole.
Yeah. Yes.
Perfect.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Now everyone knows. I love it. Well, I didn't want to have to catch anyone up in the description. So.
Won't have to now.
Yeah, though. Anyways, the moral of the story is
Don't hold your phone by
there's-
the pop
there-
socket
the
like an
two
idiot.
morals of the story.
Don't have your phone out on a ride.
Rides can be deceiving. Don't have your phone on a ride. That's all one. And two, do you really? You don't want to know.
Oh, I want to know number 2. I'm all about lists. I need to know number 2.
Well,
Yeah.
I'm all about
Complete the
Yeah.
list.
I'm all about categories and lists. No. Fuck. I was just gonna say.
He
it too,
forgot
and I
number
lost
2.
it.
He
Yeah.
forgot it.
No, I literally
I
went.
took one drink and forgot number 2.
No, you saw me take my drink though, and I was gonna put it down and say it, and then you said that, and I was like,
He's like, number 2, rides can be deceiving.
That that cryo stash is one hell of a beard, man.
Don't have your
There's two always two
phone out.
missions on the fucking rides. On the rides, the missions. God damn it, though, I'm actually.
I learned number 1 when I was like,
But that's
8.
That's the second thing I forgot tonight, and the first one I remembered in clutch. So we'll figure it out. Don't worry.
So, do either of you go to the fair this year?
I
I'm
didn't.
going Wednesday.
Okay, we went. I don't know.
Yeah,
I'm
it's
over the fair.
Brittany
Whatever.
wants to go for free.
Waste
Well,
of
I
money.
just went to
But-
Lagoon. What the fuck am I going to the fair for?
Do you know, and I don't know if they had it in the past years, there's like a giant fucking bar. One side, there's 4 seats facing, no cage around it. And then up top, there's 4 seats. You know, they're facing out. And then as
What?
this bar goes around, your seats are doing like,
Yes.
Nope.
there was a
Yes.
guy on that fucking ride with his phone out the whole time. I'm like, please drop it, please drop it, please
Nope.
drop it.
Okay, but there's not very much centrifugal force on that. You can control your.
True. I would never go on the ride. I'm like,
But wait,
hell no.
There's not much
Wait,
centrifugal
saying-
force on the
shut
one
the
that you
fuck
dropped
up.
your
I was
phone
gonna
on,
say that.
dude.
I was just gonna say honestly though, there was zero centrifugal force on the one I was on. Fuck. God damn it, he hit me.
There was that little scream.
He was like,
That's centrifugal force. Dude, it was like Jumanji. Dude, it was like Jumanji. Welcome to the jungle.
10-year-old little girl.
The fact that I'm not Instagramming right now is so crazy. I hate you fags.
my fucking pop socket.
No, the pop socket's
I
fine.
squeeze it too
The
hard.
case is fine. I wish I could show Dan the phone though. You saw the phone, Donnie.
I can show him. Take a picture so I can give him my
Did
phone.
No, the phone doesn't do it.
Did they have it for you at the bottom when you got down there? They're like, here you go.
No, we came down to the bottom and the girl was like her face was like, she thought it was someone's hand, and she was like,
It is a red phone.
It's like,
Well,
that's
she
usually a hand that comes
She
down.
was like, is everyone
The
okay?
hands are what falls off on this ride.
She was like, what was that? Is everyone okay? And Brittany was like, it's this fucking. She was pissed. Brittany was
I
pissed. She was
bet.
like, it's this fucking phone. She was like, I told you.
Okay.
I was like, you didn't tell me shit, bitch. Shut the
But
fuck
like,
up.
she was also pissed because this is like your 4th phone in the last year.
I'll tell you right now, with my lifetime,
On that same ride?
within my lifetime, it's probably my 47th phone.
That's so crazy.
Damn.
I break. I'm
He
I've
break. They
never-
put
Prone to
insurance
breaking
on
phones.
him.
I bet. Yeah, but it's like $200.
100
They
bucks.
knew it
they
was
see him
$100.
coming and they're like, yes.
Yeah, it's 100 bucks. But I mean, it's just like it's just an accessory. It's not
Yeah.
my fucking lifeline. You know what I mean?
Did you see? I got the Tehila dollar
Cool. Let's
framed
talk
up there.
about that. Yeah, I didn't see it, but let's talk about it.
Well, I'm trying to get it off of you breaking your pop socket.
I didn't break my pop socket. It's fine.
It's fine.
Hail
He's like,
Hydra.
I would just like to reiterate.
Donnie, shut the fuck up. You know Hail Hydra.
I would just like to reiterate that I
Something
did
to do
not
with
break
Hydra.
my pop
Are you
socket.
a shield or a Hydra guy, Donnie? I want to know right now.
Oh, Hydra.
Then shut your mouth.
No, it has
And let
nothing to do
me
with
and Donnie-
Hydra.
No, yeah.
It has to do with your whining about your pop socket.
Who the fuck whined about a pop socket tonight?
Some guy died there last week. That lagoon.
It's 2 weeks ago.
Dude,
weeks
yeah,
ago?
it was the
Yeah,
week
off of
before
that
I went.
fucking, and it wasn't even. It's just that
No, no,
stupid
no.
ride. It's not even that high.
No,
I know.
It was. I went on it. First of all, the dude.
I've been on that many times.
He was.
I have two.
I have too.
One,
Yeah.
it's not. You're right. It's not that high. It's high enough.
He was 40 feet up when he fell.
Yeah.
Like, how do you fall out of that seat
He
in the
fell-
first place?
Well,
was
look,
doing
he
pull-ups.
was. I was gonna say, yeah, he was more
came
like
out on the bar and was doing pull-ups.
he was
That
more
makes
like
sense.
and couldn't pull himself.
34
It's not-
feet up. He was dangling, so he
Dan,
wasn't a
listen.
full 40.
He's not fit like me and you, brother.
That makes more sense.
Yeah.
Also,
He's more of a Donnie.
he had,
No, I'm just kidding.
he had to be drunk or high
No,
or
he was
something.
super
Yeah.
drunk.
Yeah,
There
like
was,
there was no.
reports that he was very drunk before he got on it.
Yeah.
But I'm just like,
What's
Well,
really funny is
no,
he
he
kind of
didn't-
looked like Tyler. Riley thought it was Tyler.
but
He's
he
like, oh my
didn't-
God, is that
he
Tyler?
didn't-
That looks like Tyler.
didn't fall straight down though.
pop socket.
He held on as long as he could.
The pop
supposedly,
socket didn't
Yeah.
hold on to the.
and he dropped above a tree and tried to catch
Ah.
a tree, and he tumbled through the tree and smashed the ground.
I bet.
But because
Hey.
I was there, I made a couple jokes to the people that work there too. I was like, "What a fucking idiot,
That's it.
right?"
Yeah,
and they're
that's
like,
it.
"That's
That's it.
not." They're
Yeah.
like, "That's not very
That's
funny."
a good joke, bro.
And I was like, "Well, it wasn't very funny of him to like." I'm like, "Did he have kids?" And like, "We don't know." I'm like,
Tyler
"No,
should have pulled out his
you
phone
know."
and be like, look, this was in his pocket.
But dude, okay, even another weird part. There was a kid there. It was like one of those kids that lives there, and like parents dropped him off for the day.
Oh, yeah.
It was like a little.
I
hillbilly
totally
kid.
would if I lived there.
You know what I'm talking. You know what I'm talking about.
Oh,
though,
yeah.
Just one of those little
Yeah.
fucking. But not like your kids. Your kids are fucking tame and trained and knowledgeable.
Knowledge.
Knowledge. They're knowledge. My kids are knowledge.
Sorry. Anyways, but no, this little hillbilly motherfucker, dude. He like attached to me in Brittany, and he followed us to like 3 rides in a row.
Did he ask you if she had a social
But
media
he
he
was
could
saying,
follow?
he was like, "Remember the guy that died last week?" And I was like, "Yeah." And he was like, "I went on the same ride as him," and he was like, "And I stood up on it, and then they stopped it, and I almost fell off." And I was like, "You probably shouldn't do that, dude."
You're
And I
like,
was
get out of here, you little shit.
Well, I
Fucking
was,
moron.
well, I
Go
was
get me a
trying-
new pop socket.
I was trying to be nice because I felt like his parents didn't really care for
Yeah,
him.
yeah,
You know
yeah.
what I mean? I was like, "You probably shouldn't do that, though, bud." Like, and he was like, "It was fun, though," and I was like, "That's probably what the dude that died thought." And
Yeah.
I was like, I was like, "You don't know me, but I don't want you dead." And I was like, "I don't think your parents want you dead. You probably shouldn't go on that ride anymore."
Out of
I was
all
like,
those
"You should probably
rides,
go home."
Look at Tyler pulling out his dad.
But
his
no, we
dad talk.
literally. So that was the third ride he followed us to was the rocket one, the one I broke my phone on.
Yeah.
But it was the second time we were there, not the first time when I broke my phone.
Did the second time you keep your phone in your pocket?
Second time it was in the car, broken.
dude, it was in the car,
Yeah.
broken.
Yeah. But no, this kid followed us, and me and Brittany got the seat right by the exit, and we shot up. We expected it this time. It was pretty fun that time. I'm not gonna lie. And then we dropped, and we literally like ran
So that he
It's like,
couldn't catch you again?
Yeah, dude, he was following the fuck out of us.
Oh, I thought you were gonna say you brought him home.
No, well, for this,
He's out in the trunk.
this is in public for people to listen. We ran. You know me.
So it's
Anyways,
cool
though.
though.
It was a lot of fun, actually. Yeah.
You guys camp?
No.
No.
We got a hotel. Well,
They barely stayed for
Brittany's-
one night.
Well, Brittany's dad travels for work, and he gets he has like hella hotel points.
Oh yeah.
He got like a really really nice hotel room.
Nice.
And you only took advantage of it for one night?
We took advantage of the
That's
whole
all they
thing.
needed.
for
Oh, I
one night.
get that, but I don't know.
Every square inch of that room.
I'm
we
starting to
took
feel like I'm
advantage
alone on this. I don't like taking one night trips. Like
What
I
about for
need
free?
a couple days.
of. I
Like,
don't either,
like,
but your
yeah.
kids are grown.
I
Mine
prefer
aren't.
that.
especially not to
Wait, you
not
could-
to Lagoon. Like
But
I'd
you
go
never
for a
did
couple.
it. You're bagging. I agree with you.
I've done many. I
but
mean,
your kids are.
every time we went to Jackpot, it was one night. I
you know what I-
hate it. I'd rather
do you
stay
see
for
what
a
I'm
couple.
saying, though?
They were like, we gotta
Yeah.
get back. We
No,
don't know
I
if
understand
the,
it.
if
It's
the
just-
pillows
That's all
are
I
gonna
could do.
hold.
That's all
I
I could
thought
do.
so when you
I like that, Dan.
you took the
The
extra.
pillows
I
are
didn't
gonna
hear.
hold for Ruka.
Oh.
Yeah.
When you took those days off, I thought you were going to be gone like Thursday and not come back till Sunday.
I wanted. Well,
And then when you were
originally-
back in town Friday night, I'm like, what the fuck?
Well, no, the original plan. Remember, we were gonna go to McCall.
Oh, that's right. You were going
We
to.
were
Yeah.
gonna be gone for 2 nights.
But you would have had the baby with you then.
No, but the jet skis were $400 a piece,
Jeez.
and so we couldn't afford it the second night.
Paddleboard's like $10.
But we wanted to fucking get drunk and do Molly and jet ski.
You can let her sit on the paddleboard and you just hold on the back and kick.
No, bitch. I'm humping waves. You can stay in the wake. Okay, you can stay in the wake. I'm jumping shit.
Like on like.
But no,
on,
that's like $800 without. Sorry, Dan.
No, you're good.
That's $800 without that though.
I was just gonna say like on Ace Ventura when he like sticks a little fucking fan in the water in the boat.
Oh,
You know,
hell
little
yeah.
like he's
Yep,
like.
yep. The cool thing is though, I mean,
I think so many people just don't understand his genius.
I know, dude.
I don't want this to lead into like.
Too late.
No, it's not going to lead into it. The like vaccination, non-vaccination thing.
Oh, it's too late.
But we were going to Lagoon, and we were going to go to a comedy show. You know Mark Maron, right?
He's the boring
You
one
probably,
we talk about.
You probably do. Yeah, he's a little boring, a little old.
He's
pretty
funny. He's like
He's
Ben
not-
Stein but old. And he's just
He's
like
punny. He's punny.
he sits on a
Okay.
bar stool and he's just like
yeah,
monotone. He's like
pretty
eh,
dry.
You know.
Anyways, though, but he's funny, and I always wanted to.
You have to have
Once
proof
I
of
realized that-
vaccine.
Yeah, but it was 24 hours.
Or negative
Like-
test.
Well,
Oh,
we bought the tickets fucking 3 weeks ago. We went last week, so it was 2 weeks in advance.
Yeah.
And then literally the day before, Brittany got an email and was like, "You have to show vaccination card, or negative COVID test." And I was like, "We're coming from out of town. We can't like
Yeah.
do that in 24." I'm like, I have to work the next day. And then I don't know. It was anyways. I'm sure we could have done it if we tried really hard.
Maybe.
Just like the old fucking folks say.
I think like St. Luke's, you can get the 15-minute.
I mean,
But even then, if they had an open
Yeah.
appointment and the right
and
time,
if I
and
wasn't at work and I fucking could have, yeah.
Dude,
if he would have asked, I could have seen if they have my name on my Vax card.
Yeah.
Or
when we
But
went
anyways, we didn't go to that though, so that kind of was a bummer.
when we went to Hawaii, we had to go get our tests to get cleared to fly.
Uh huh.
They
Wait,
built
there?
no before we left. It's like
From
70,
Hawaii or from
it's
here?
from here to go to
So
Hawaii.
there.
It's
So there,
72 hours
Okay.
prior to your final leg of flight.
How long ago was that?
It was a while
Month or
ago.
two.
No, it's been more than that. It was like back in,
Beginning
like,
of summer, wasn't it?
May or something like that.
Couple
April.
months. So
April, May.
when it was like kind of in the heat. I guess that makes sense then though.
No,
You-
but they
did
they
you expect it?
yeah we
Okay,
knew
yeah.
but we went in and we got the test done. They billed our insurance like $800 fucking dollars, dude.
What? Why
What?
didn't you just go
What?
do the rapid test?
Aren't the tests free?
That's
you
your
have
fault.
to go to you have to go to an approved. It has to be like an approved Hawaii test.
You keep your mouth shut, Donnie. I've been saying that this whole fucking time.
What?
The tests are not free.
They're not?
No.
So they can be, but that
Dude, I've had like 3 of them because of Marie. They're not free?
If you have insurance,
Those don't.
Well, I do.
they will bill your insurance for it. It's free if you
Oh,
can't.
okay.
I think. I don't know. It might not.
But
be,
800,
but-
that's
That was rude,
ridiculous
Donnie.
to
I'm
bill.
sorry. That's ridiculous.
Oh,
And
no,
that
don't be
was
sorry to
also
me.
ridiculous how rude I was.
But they know they're getting their money
That's
from the
just you.
insurance. So
So have you heard about the Muppets thing?
the oh yeah, I know about the Muppets. I told you about it.
Oh, yeah.
that's not how you guys scripted it before. when you guys are
Oh, I'm sorry.
rehearsing.
I'm sorry.
You guys-
So, have you heard
you
about
guys
the
were
Muppets
rehearsing
thing?
just a moment ago.
Dan,
What?
that's your cue.
So,
Oh.
Dan, have you heard about the Muppets?
I have not.
The Muppets. Oh my god! I
Oh
know
my
all
God,
about the
seriously?
Muppets. All about the Muppets.
Hey.
I feel like we talked about it.
We did, just not on here.
Okay, well, just so everyone knows,
That's how I know about it, I guess.
that's fair then. You really haven't though, Dan.
I don't believe so. No.
Thanks for Thanks for making everyone think we have a scripted podcast. We're not lame, dude. Okay. This is
Can you
awesome.
rewind the
No.
teleprompter? Jesus.
Hold on.
I see like 5 cuts on that one.
Right. Take 2. Take 3. 5 takes. Yeah. I feel ya. But no, the Muppets. Okay.
The Nuppets? Is this new?
You're speaking a different language.
You
The
just
Muppets-
said the Nuppets.
Oh yeah, the Muppets nipples. I was talking about for a second.
Okay.
Sorry, the Nuppets. Anyway, the Nippets. That's actually what it would be.
Yeah.
So Dan, before we start, who's your favorite Muppet?
Probably yeah.
Yeah.
That's mine.
Yeah,
that's
probably.
mine too.
Yeah.
So
Animal would be the second.
I like Animal the next two. That's actually my fucking first two is Gonzo and Animal, and then the mouse.
Beaker?
Is that his name?
Yeah.
I like the mouse. Too.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I
Just
don't
I
remember
dig
the
Oh,
it.
you said the mouse?
Yeah.
I thought you said the mouth.
Or the mouse or the rat or whatever. It is.
Yeah.
Gonzo's homie.
Yeah.
Anyways, though, okay. Remember the what was the I mean, obviously Muppets were children
Okay.
show, but what was the children's show Muppet? It
The
was
cartoon?
Was it a cartoon?
There was a
like Little
cartoon,
Muppets?
Muppet Babies.
Muppet Babies.
Yeah,
that's
Muppet
what it was.
Babies,
Yeah.
yeah.
So they revamped the Muppet Babies this year.
'Kay.
Remade it, and Gonzo is a trans character.
like
And it-
defined a trans character? Like they're like, hey, they like introduce him as trans.
Well, they're like, there's a ball, and it's like a weird Cinderella type deal thing, but Gonzo goes as Gonzorilla.
Okay.
And she's like the belle of the ball or whatever.
Okay.
And they all find out afterwards that it was Gonzo. And Gonzo was like, I didn't want anyone to think any different of me, but this is how I've always felt, and like, blah blah blah. And I'm like, I feel it. I get it. They need to do it now. Times
Like getting up at the times, catch
yes,
up.
but I'm like, make a new fucking character. I'm like, Gonzo's the shit, and I'm like, don't do that.
I get
I'm
that.
not
Don't
saying
do
I'm
that because they're
against
totally changing
that,
everything over the past 40,
Yeah.
50, 60 years of
but they
Gonzo.
can call that progression.
But you
I
can't.
guess.
I'm just saying, like,
I just don't. I'm not against trans at all.
no,
or
I
anything
get
like that.
come up with a different character.
But
Don't
that's
change.
my favorite character. Yeah, don't do that to me.
I think maybe it's I don't know.
Well, that's a little bad. Don't do that to you, like
No,
it's
not,
hurting you.
Not
but
me,
fuck,
but like
Tyler,
you know what I
Jesus.
mean. You guys, your favorite character is on Gonzo too,
Yeah.
and you're like, what the fuck?
Well, I'm just saying, why would you
I like
change
Gonzo
him?
how he is.
I feel
Yeah,
like
yeah.
it,
Don't change the character. Don't.
I feel like it's a little misplaced in my opinion.
That's what I mean.
Like,
So I just see Miss Piggy more as the trans than.
yeah, no shit.
And
She's
or
actually
Kermit.
she's actually
Yeah.
she's just a chubby dude.
Mhm.
No,
Named Piggy.
I just think it's a misplaced
Just goes by Miss Piggy.
like way to introduce that to children. I
It needs to
think,
be a new
maybe.
character, right?
No, I just think it's like why does that have to be even in the?
It doesn't.
thing?
Yeah, it
It's
doesn't
just
have to
like-
come out. Yeah.
Oh, the like
Like,
it could-
why does
like-
the Muppet Babies
I
have to
feel
be
you.
a spot for like social commentary?
Why couldn't it
and
just be a
virtue
new show
signaling?
that they make?
Like, yeah,
well,
like
probably
just-
because Muppets are losing. I mean, it was made in
Fair.
the fucking 40s and 40s to 60s.
Yeah.
Sometime, it's not.
It's a good point.
It's not relevant nowadays. So it's probably losing its audience. Even little kids would rather watch Peppa Pig or Paw Patrol or some other shit over the Muppets. It's
Or-
not.
or
It's
any
not as
fucking-
strong as it used to be
Or
anymore.
any Disney Pixar movie.
Even Sesame Street's. I mean, it's still around, but it's not.
yeah.
Yeah. I'm
HBO owns it now, so that's probably another reason. They don't.
I'm
it's not
surprised
free.
they got Dr. Seuss before they got Sesame Street. I'm not gonna lie, dude.
Fraggle Rock was better than anyway.
Fraggle Rock was awesome.
It was way better.
I don't know about that.
Dance your cares away.
Yeah.
Worries for
Way better.
another day.
I don't know about that at all.
Let the music play.
The
You don't know Fraggle Rock?
The latest I can remember back, I would say it was a cartoon show, but it wasn't even like popular, I don't think, but it was Archie.
Yeah.
And I think he hunted monsters with Sherlock Holmes, or like did Sherlock Holmes take
Yeah.
shit or
It
something?
was Archie and Jughead and Betty and Veronica.
Yeah.
You know they have.
I mean, obviously I've seen the fucking
Have you seen the new show? Or I guess not
Of
new
what?
show.
Archie.
Yeah, it's a couple seasons into it. It's a little. Yeah, it's a kind of.
Is it
It's a-
live action?
Yeah,
So it's like real people.
yeah.
That was a stupid
What's it
question.
called though? It's not called Archie. It's
Hell of a follow
not
up,
even
Tyler. Create a fucking character if you're gonna do that. You know what I mean?
just think
Riverdale
it's
is the name of the show.
unnecessary.
and
Oh,
it's
I've heard of it.
Archie and Betty and Veronica and Jughead and all
I've
of them.
heard of that show, Riverdale. Is it on Netflix?
Yeah. And
Yeah.
it's like just like the new Nancy Drew. Like I don't know if
Yeah.
you know the old
Yeah, I
books
know
for
what you're
girls and
talking
stuff.
about,
That's all. That's another show, and it's more dark, like
How
ghosts
do you know so much
and
about it,
shit.
though?
I watch it. That's a great show.
I'm gonna watch a show about books for girls.
I just
Yeah,
think
you know,
it's
whatever.
I think it's
That's good.
unnecessary to place that type of like just to place that commentary in that age bracket of like entertainment. Honestly,
Oh, that's fair. Figure it out for yourselves as you grow.
Well-
I mean, it's just it doesn't need to even
Like
be.
like it's semi forced almost.
It is.
Yeah.
It doesn't even need like why don't you just bring up the overall like context of like accept everyone
Everybody,
and like
yeah.
treat people kindly and with respect and dignity and stuff instead of like
You got to dig out a portion of the show for this.
it just seems like virtue signaling, man. It's like it's just like yeah, like I have a ton of black friends and
I watch
like,
Oprah.
I have black
I have a
friends,
ton
so-
of like
I'm not
trans
racist, I
friends.
watch
and,
Oprah
like,
every day.
It's just it seems really like it just seems forced. It seems like misplaced. I don't know. It's
No, I'd go with what you said. Forced. It's not necessary, especially to
Yeah.
take in like Tyler. You're sounding really bad. Like don't do that to me. And I know that's not what
I
you
didn't
mean.
mean me, but like
Yeah.
I know. And I know that's
I
not
like
what you meant.
Gonzo. Don't do it to
But
Gonzo.
Don't take a show like that.
Yeah.
And just change everything about it.
well, and it
I
brings
didn't
up
mean
and
the show.
then-
I meant the character.
I know.
honestly at that age group too. Though it brings up unnecessary questions. Like kids at that age group aren't even thinking about that
Yeah.
shit, dude. So like
The thing
now
about playing
you've
with their
like
friends.
yeah, like now you've literally just like brought into like the light of like this person is different, like, and now you have to explain that
Why
instead
and
of
what
just
that is.
yeah,
and-
instead of just like kids at that age are just like yeah, they're like yeah, you're my friend, like I like you. They don't care about any
Yeah.
of that
Yeah.
stuff, dude.
It doesn't
You
matter
know?
if you like
Well, like,
boys or girls or want
Like
to be a
how
boy.
we
They
grew
don't
up with
care. Yeah.
Gonzo.
So why even like I don't even know why bring that into the conversation. You're like shining a light on like it's a problem to
It-
explain. You
yeah.
know what I mean? Like
Well,
Oh, I
also,
see
how
that.
long will it even stay on the air?
I
You're
don't know.
gonna get all those people who are so against it and think it's wrong,
yeah.
like fighting it and want it taken off TV.
I mean, I'm sure it's already
Yeah.
paid for and processed and fucking
Doesn't
it's
matter.
out for
Yeah.
a certain amount of seasons, I'm sure.
No.
And if it hits, it'll be out more, I bet.
If it hits, if it doesn't, it'll end halfway through the first season. They won't keep it on.
Yeah, they're still gonna like air it though.
No, they won't.
They're still gonna put it out.
No, they won't.
The first.
Well,
part
they'll
of
sit and
Gonzo's
play
pod.
until they get their
Yeah, I'm
numbers,
just
and
saying
if it
it's still
doesn't,
gonna be a thing.
if you watch it, and I mean, I don't have any kids that'll watch it, and I don't mean that mad.
I'm not watching.
Not watch it because of that. Like that sounded bad.
Fuck
Like
that
Tyler's
bullshit.
wife. You know, they're just older. I don't have any kids in the age group that would watch it.
Yep.
So
Yep.
I just feel like Donnie always tries to shine the worst light on me.
I was trying to help you.
No, you weren't. You keep.
You literally
you
said, "Why would
reiterated
you do
7
that to me?"
times
And I'm
to
like,
me. And you
That sounds
reminded
bad.
the people I said that 12 times.
"Well, why did
I
you
said
say
it
that?
once.
Why did you say why?" Did you say
Because I speak what I feel sometimes. Okay, guys.
God
Sorry.
damn.
Is it wrong to be human nowadays?
Yes.
So
Should I be Android? Like
Yes.
fucking Dandroid over here?
Yes.
Tyler and I, or Donnie and I, were talking about earlier. What do you think about Sons of Anarchy?
I've only seen some of it.
Okay.
I think it's cool. I like what I've seen. It was probably a bit too played out than it could have been, though, for sure.
I liked it when it was
Because I've
out
seen
because I
parts
watched
of
it then.
every season. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
But like they could have banged that fucking shit out a lot sooner than
In
they
like
played it out.
in like
for.
one movie.
Oh, that.
Yeah.
Or like 2 seasons and a sick ass movie
But
or something like
Dan
that.
had a good point about it, and I never thought about it
He
back
had one
then
movie.
when I was watching it. Was how he described it.
It's a male soap opera.
Mhm.
It's like the most dramatic situation that they can conjure up. They like put
Every
in every
episode.
fucking situation, like in every
But-
episode, and it's like
It's just like if you're in a comics though, it's just like Punisher or like
Yeah,
Daredevil. It's the
for
same
sure.
shit as that.
but it's just it's like it's kind of cheesy, man. And
It hooked a lot of
and-
people.
Oh,
I
yeah.
know, but
A
that's
lot
what I
of
don't get
people.
about it, because Tana's been watching it, and so
Oh.
She
I've kinda
watches
been
it for the
seeing it.
guys.
She's like, you should buy a motorcycle, faggot.
but I don't even see. You know what though, dude? Like for what I've seen so far, I'm like, none of these guys are even scary. They're not
no, look,
believable.
his white, nice white sneakers
They're-
and
it's not believable. It's like
Okay.
that guy's soft as shit.
Well, I've actually had this talk with someone. I have a theory about it.
Yeah.
It shows. I mean, I guess it shows like the disagreements and the shootouts or whatever, but like,
it was
They're-
pretty much the biker gang trying to
but they're always with their
go
family.
legal. Yeah, it was all
So
family. It
it's
was all
always-
about family.
Yeah, so it's always
It's a
showing the
lifetime.
soft
It's
parts.
a lifetime
Like, they're
movie
supposed
with
to be
bikers.
hard, but like they're soft with their
Yeah,
family. Like, yeah, like
exactly.
I don't know.
But I
then
think
they
also-
burn
I've
some
had-
guy's back with a
Yeah,
blowtorch.
or-
It's like
But it
or
just
kidnap them
comes
and
out
beat
with.
the fuck out of dude,
If this
yeah.
came on in the early '90s, it'd have been way worse.
In what regards? What do you mean?
The stuff they would have had doing, it'd have been a real.
Like showed Stuff they
biker
would've
type
showed, you mean?
show.
Yeah. Okay.
It wouldn't have been like now.
I
I
thought
think
you
it.
meant way worse as like hated on.
No, I'm saying it's going back to
I was like, I would have killed it.
nowadays. Everything is so like you don't want to offend somebody, so now they're nice bikers.
I don't
and-
know, dude.
No, that
Some of
was
these
not
shows
with
are
Sons
like
of Anarchy.
brutal, bro.
I
Like Handmaid's Tale, like
I'm
some of
with
that
But
you.
stuff
that's
is-
not on TV
I'm still with you,
Yeah.
Donnie, but that's
True.
not why.
because they can do it on the internet easier. That was on FX. That
That's
was on
true.
a TV station.
well, no, I think it's just
Cable
they,
network.
They have
True.
to keep you like
they want
they-
people to watch, so they
be
have to
well, the
appeal
characters
to
have to be
everybody.
likable. Yeah, they have to appeal, and like 100% of people I'd say 99% of the people that watch the show or any show give a fuck about their family and
Yeah.
like have
But
those morals.
Is that
like,
how you picture biker gangs? Like real legitimate bringing drugs in biker gangs?
yeah,
No.
ish, yeah.
No.
No.
I think there's hierarchy. There's definitely hierarchy. I think there's levels of well, okay, what do you mean though? Like
oh, let's go legal. Let's be legit. Let's.
Oh no.
I
No,
love
no,
my
no.
family, and
I
I'm
thought
not
you
gonna
meant,
use
like,
guns.
I thought you meant like shoot out the bad guys, fuck.
No,
people
yeah,
that fuck
that's
the
what I'm talking
family. Like,
There. I watched the entire series.
not in Idaho. No, I don't.
There
think it's like
wasn't
that.
a lot
A
of
lot of other places for sure.
that. Like, yeah, there were some shootouts and stuff, but they're friends with the Mayans biker gang. You know, they make friends with the other gangs, and that's not how bikers
Well,
were in the past.
I feel you. There's a whole different perspective that I have on that though. It's just like prison. It's like there's in Idaho predominantly what it is area Knights and Southsiders. Southsiders are Mexicans. No matter what, they're always Mexicans, and area Knights are obviously white guys. But those two together rule the prison system in Idaho. They work together just because the politics work. The Mexicans have the drugs. The white
They're all
dudes have the
making money.
power. They all make money. Exactly.
Yep.
That's how it works.
But
So,
see,
like,
it works in there.
But that's
But I'm saying,
but
like,
it's so vanilla though. Once you figure that out, you're like, that's not cool. They're fucking stupid.
but that's in prison,
Yeah.
right?
But that's how it is in the streets too.
Well,
It's
that's what I'm
just
saying. Like,
these
as
guys
you're
are
growing
gangsters,
up,
these guys are gangsters. But
in the
they
streets,
work
it's like,
together
I
because it
want
makes
all
money.
the land. You know, there's all a struggle for power. And on here, it was like, oh, we're all best friends.
But that's what you.
No, we wouldn't have shot your bro because we're goody best friends. And I feel it's
yeah.
because of the times. If it was done in the late 80s, early 90s, it would have been like
Yeah, I mean, yeah. Tell
You
no
know.
lie.
how it was back then. I just think it's
I mean,
Well, that's how it
biker
was. Tell no
culture
lie.
was-
You stand up and you are you, and you did what
Yeah.
you did. Yeah.
Yep. And biker culture was like more
I know.
cool back then. It was like
Yeah, I know
Hell's
it's
Angels and,
different,
like,
but-
yeah.
I'm
Well,
just saying,
maybe-
like,
I mean, was it set? It was set in our time though. Yeah.
yes, yeah.
Yeah. So that's pretty lame.
Like the main character
gotta
wore
be-
shiny white Adidas sneakers.
I guarantee
like it
you,
wasn't,
though, dude. There's biker gangs like
and
that.
it was like
Guaranteed.
I guess they showed like it was the younger guys who were pushing the old normal
It was
bikers
li-
out.
Lifetime biker gangs, like Lifetime television,
it was.
Yeah, it was just
television
Yes.
for women.
But also yes to Donnie. But like.
it was like you said, it was vanilla. It was just
Yeah,
Yeah. Once you figure out once you see what it is, you're like, it's okay.
yeah.
It's all
not-
politics. It's nothing
sucks.
about like anything. It's just all politics. I feel like that was a fucking
I just-
silent spot.
I just think they could have fucking made it way cooler.
Well, they did, but they played it out. They stretched it too much.
Yeah.
That shit could have been gang.
oh, they still stretched it.
I remember.
There's now a spinoff called The Mayans, which is
Yep.
just the same as Sons of Anarchy, but now it's
Oh, is that a
the-
spinoff?
yeah.
Oh, I didn't know that. I
Well,
thought
that
it
was
just a
that
different
was that was
show.
the Mexican biker gang. I said they were
I
all
knew
buddy
that,
buddy
but
with.
I didn't
Yeah,
know
so
it was a
spinoff
show
of that.
I thought
yeah,
it was just like another show. They
yeah, no. when
honestly, I thought that
Sons
was more
ended like
documentary
a year later. The Mayans came out.
I've never watched it, but I thought that one was more like real facts.
I got a good one though for you guys if you haven't seen it.
A goodie?
American Gods.
I have seen the first 4 episodes. I fucking love it, but I don't have the
So-
channel to keep
What's
watching
the
it.
show? I haven't even heard about it.
American Gods.
Is it
Dude, like when
American
that-
gangster.
The
Denzel,
the
when he pops up
is she a
behind
god,
the
the
tree?
black lady?
Yeah.
Dude, when she's like fucking
She's-
somebody, and
she's
she
the
gets like
god-
huge and just shoves them in her pussy,
She's the god of
and they
love.
just disappear.
I would love to see the show. What is it called?
American Gods.
She's the god of love. So it's based.
That's I've heard Eddie.
It's basically like it's
Yeah.
basically like
A new age
what,
version of all.
mythology, like set to like a modern storyline.
Ah.
It is like it's so rad though.
I've
Man.
always believed in that more than anything.
It's so artistic too, man. The scenes and how they like the camera work
Oh
and
yeah,
everything.
you've
like,
seen
it's-
John Wick, right?
I've seen the first one.
Okay,
Thanks-
the
thank you.
hotel owner
Thank
yeah.
you.
who is he in American Gods?
Doesn't matter.
It
Just kidding.
Does
I'm
because
just
like
kidding.
I'm trying to figure out. Like I said, I've only seen the first 4, but he's the one. He's driving the
Am
car,
I right, everybody? It doesn't matter.
and he's the one
No,
who picks up. Like,
he's-
who is he?
He's hold on, I'll tell you.
Horatio Sanz.
Like, I don't even know who he is in real life. I mean, is he a
He's,
god? Is he just like a
he's
helper?
He's
Is he
Odin.
Odin? Thank you.
He's Odin.
Yeah, it really is cool. And I want to watch more of it, but
it's
yeah, I don't
rad,
have.
dude.
It's
They've
not
got
show,
like a
it's
it's
Showtime.
Showtime. They got like they got the leprechaun guy. Have you seen him?
Yes.
He's fucking awesome too.
I want to watch this.
It's
now.
rad though, dude.
Well, because I love Greek mythology and Norse mythology.
It's
I almost said
way-
North mythology.
It's way different than like what you would even think. But
Oh yeah,
like because you don't like he said you watch this guy the character
It's not like
for
Con-
4
it's not like
episodes
Constantine type deal,
and you
or
no
like
no
no,
But
it's-
you don't
it's
even
like-
know-
it's
Percy Jackson
nothing like
type deal?
anything out
Yeah.
there.
you don't even know who he is like as Odin.
Well, then quit talking about it.
Like it's
I'm just
rad.
kidding.
It's rad, dude.
Oh, the main
check it out.
character's Odin.
One of them is.
I like it already.
It's tight. Yeah, dude, it's a really.
There's
good show.
another one. I'm trying to find out the name of it. That it's more like that, where it has Odin. And what are Odin's like sons or
Thor and Loki.
no? But they weren't called
Yes.
that. They were no. I'm saying they weren't called that in this show. And I'm trying to think.
Well, then they got it wrong, and I'm less interested. Dan saw it and he agreed.
I'm seeing what my mom. Well, I know, but like it's like these brothers, and then when they get to a certain age, they become that god. And on this one of them, I think it was Almighty Johnson's. I think is what it's called.
Oh, hold on.
Never heard of that.
I don't know any shows you're talking about, but that's a real thing actually that just clicked a thing in my mind, a little switch. Fuck, is that on the show? Because that would be cool. God damn it, I know what he's talking about.
Yeah, this one was it was four brothers living in New Zealand. So it's a film,
But no, I'm talking about the actual mythology or whatever. It's two brothers, and they have to become of age.
They live as mortals until a certain point or
Yes,
something?
yes,
I
yes,
think
yes,
that
yes.
might be right.
these become Norse gods at a certain age.
Oh, dude. It's not Odin's kids, but
No, one of them becomes Odin.
Fuck.
And it's crazy because it's the youngest of all the brothers instead of the ones who,
Or
like,
meant to be.
oh, I'm the older brother, I'm the leader, and somehow the youngest, when he finally becomes of age, he becomes Odin.
So much for God's decree, right?
And it's all crazy. And I was trying to think of what it's called, but it's called Almighty Johnson, and it's literally a New Zealand show.
Listen,
When
dude.
you watch it, the filming is like you're like,
That's pretty much what I was trying to build. I've just been fucking tapping into a little George Carlin lately.
It's
You know what I mean?
it's a simulation, man.
Is that we've had this talk, right?
Yeah.
You think that though, right?
There's I don't know. It could be.
Yes or no? What
Could
do you
be, dude.
think?
Could be.
But what do you feel?
I don't even know.
I don't think like maybe, but I don't think so. More like cattle.
Could be that too.
I think we're a cocoon.
You know, the only
We're
thing that
cocoon,
kind of the one big factor that kind of like
The
makes
defining
me
factor
think
for you.
that makes me think that is that we're so out like the ability to
Take your time. Take your time.
Yeah. The ability to prove that wrong or right is so far out of our grasp that it's completely unattainable. So like, okay, so if we are just, evolution has, by happenstance created.
But are we a bot or are we a game? That's
I
the
don't know.
big question. I feel like.
I don't know.
Are we being played or are we
computer
just set up to
simulate-
do
I-
this?
who knows? I don't think we're being played.
So we're bots.
Yeah, I think it's just it's
We've-
just let go, and it's like anything that can happen does happen or
yeah,
whatever.
it's like
yeah.
okay, just like a simulation then. Yeah.
So, but okay, so if evolution did just create living things on this planet in the middle of this universe, like it's just such a coincidence that
Well,
like
I mean, it's
that
not an
anything.
but
I'm just
evolution
saying-
didn't create it. Evolution just made them change.
Well, that's what. But no, not even that. It's just not. It's not an it though.
we evolved. We grew
It
into something else. Like it
But
didn't create it.
It's just such a
Well, that's what
coincidence that
evolution
it's like that, like we are so far away from anything that could prove that. Like the universe is like unfathomably big for us
Mhm.
to even prove that wrong. And it's almost, what makes me think of it is like, on like Grand Theft Auto when you're in your little
Just
world,
bought the GTA 5. Been playing it last week.
but you're in your world and you swim out in the ocean to get to
Mhm.
the map.
Yeah.
And at one point when the map ends, you're just literally like
Yes.
swimming forever and ever and ever.
Uh-huh.
It's just that I kind of like attribute it to that. You know what I mean?
I mean that works just in tune with the chaos theory. Kind of, we are held in. We are in a big, massive liquid, and the gravity forces
Something.
us in this little thing that we're not much. We are only held in.
It's like
what-
on it's
what
like
we
on
can
Men
see
in
kinda
on Men in
techno.
Black at the end of Men in
I
Black.
was
when it's
just
like,
thinking
the,
that
the marbles and like
the
they're in
marble is
Oh,
the
yeah.
galaxy on the
Yeah.
cat's necklace. Like
Yeah.
That's basically the
Yep.
chaos theory, though.
or that
We're
whole
the
other
smallest thing and the smallest
world
thing and
living in the
smallest
locker.
thing
Like
and the smallest. Yes.
it's you never know.
Yep.
Ah, that's so crazy to me, dude. The first time, not the first time I thought about that, but the first time it made sense to me, though, I was.
Men in Black is what got me. Like maybe,
Yeah.
Well, you've
Understand
all smoked out
more
of a
about
bong,
it, yeah.
right? Have you all seen a dab bong, though?
well, I've seen yours.
So the dab resin comes through, and it's not like floaty ash or whatever. It's a residue wax. It's wax residue. But literally, if it goes in the water, gravity or whatever the fuck happens, it forms it into a little ball. And there's little balls that float around sometimes. And I'm just like, what if like
You're in a dab.
no that
Existence is.
I didn't even think about that, dude, at all.
What if we're just dabs?
But no, I took a
bro?
dab and I looked at it and I was like, our Earth is the same shape as that.
Yeah.
And I was like, and it even has this little like cloudy like kind of thing around it that protects the dab from the water. It seemed like.
Yep.
And I was just like, what if we're just like a bunch? I didn't think the dab, but I was just like, we're formed by something else, bro. I was like, it's not fucking I was like, it's not whatever in the middle of our planet that's forming us. It's something else on the outside of our planet that's forming us.
I mean, something did at some point that's a higher power than us, not necessarily a conscious
no, not conscious. no.
being, but like,
Gravity, that's a higher power.
but the world
the
is
sun's a higher power.
the world in our universe is constrained by a definite set of rules, like gravity and math, and you know what I mean. Like there are,
Yeah.
in like a computer program, that's like there are parameters on like how that program is built and like how things interact within. You know what I mean?
And we've
like, it's
never been able
rules.
to touch the boundaries.
It's just it's like a
Oh, Dan.
I don't know. It's weird.
Dano,
But-
dude, though. Hold on right now.
Tyler's got a hard on right now. You gotta give him a second.
That's really doing me in right now, dude. It really is.
You know what makes you think even before Men in Black or any of those others about how
That's-
big the world is and how small we could be?
Hmm.
Horton Hears a Who,
Yeah, well, okay, yes,
right?
that,
Because
though.
it's that entire planet
Yeah.
on that little fucking fuzzy that
Yep.
he has on the end
Also,
of his
though,
nose.
Yeah, they're completely
um,
unaware of it. Yeah.
Grinch.
Yeah.
The Grinch.
Yep.
That's on a. That
Well, yeah,
whole
because there-
universe is
there's
on
on
a
a snowflake. Which makes no sense because there's Horton Hears a Who, so that's Whoville on the thing, but that's also
Flower.
Whoville on a snowflake. So
Well, no, I don't think.
yeah, the Grinch, that's
it was
Whoville.
but was Horton Whoville?
Horton Hears a Who. They're in Whoville.
You know what my one.
I never.
You never put that together?
No, I don't.
But I
like
mean, I
that.
guess technically the
Yeah.
Who's can be
Yeah.
on more than one thing, you know? I mean, more than one planet, more than one
He's
whatever.
right, dude.
Yeah, obviously he's right, Dan. I'm just saying I'm trying to break it apart. So if
You're
you
not
could be on
liking
my
it,
side for once.
That they're on the snowflake and on
I
the,
hate get it. Look, I ditched you guys that night. Cool. Be it. Okay, but like,
maybe the snowflake landed on the fuzzy
No, because it
and
wasn't
melted.
And it
but it
ditched
wasn't
the
a
rest of
drop
the
of water.
fuzzies.
It was a speck.
What?
On Horton's flower. It wasn't a drop of water.
I didn't say drop of water.
But
said
you
it was on the-
Maybe the snowflake landed.
It could have dried up.
No, it was a speck.
Fuck.
Snowflakes turn into water. Water dries up to vapor. It doesn't turn into speck.
I heard that very loud.
I thought you were laughing at me. I was like, it's
No,
true.
I was laughing at
I was like, it's real.
The one thing that
the butt squishy over there.
But
To
no, I
me,
never put
though.
those together. Two different things, two different who's, whatever.
the one thing that to me that about it's kind of hard to explain is love, because love really doesn't have like there's no really purpose
Well, I don't.
to its existence.
I mean,
What do you mean by that?
yeah, I have something
There's
to
no
say, but I
purpose.
want to know what you mean. Well, I mean,
To like as
it's
far as
just like
evolution
time.
goes.
It's just like time, though.
No,
Time is an
evolution-
idea. Time's a man-made idea. It's the only thing that was, is, and will be, and it's not
I
real.
don't think love's not man-made, or I don't think love's man-made.
The name for it though, or like the
Yeah.
definition of it is for sure man-made.
No, we're
what
That's
definition
just like
isn't?
time, though.
It's
That's
just
what I mean.
identified.
Like time's important.
Every definition
not
and word
real.
is man-made.
it's just identified.
No, but time or love never even that could have gone by without even ever being defined.
Yeah, but it's still there. You're
Yeah.
just pointing it
But
out.
that's what I'm saying though. But like, I don't know. We all got confused.
But what's the reason?
That's what I mean,
What's
but, like,
there's no evolutionary
that's-
reason
yeah, yeah, yeah.
for it. Is my
Just like time.
Is
We
my
don't-
thing.
There's
Well,
no
for-
fucking.
I mean, I guess I would think that love is like to like a
I
not a
think.
safety, but to like take care of. You take care of what you love. Like maybe
Well, I think
that's the
maybe-
reason. It's like to,
I think those love.
But there's love outside of like there's love exists in humanity outside of like procreation
Okay, but
and
this
outside.
is what I was saying. I don't think love's real. I think it's lust.
And
yeah, I don't
no,
think love
and
is
I think
for,
it's what's the word for like it's lust and responsibility. I think.
Well, maybe you're
I
going
don't
the
think
same
love's
way
necessarily.
as I am, like protection. I don't know,
Well, that's responsibility.
Yeah.
that's what I'm saying.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You're going the
So
same
it's
way
like lust
there.
and responsibility, I think.
I don't know if love is
Maybe we're
is
taking Dan
procreation.
wrong
Like
here.
I would go
No.
lust or I mean,
Yeah.
you don't have to love somebody to procreate with
Yeah,
them.
yeah, exactly.
No, but I'm talking about.
But once you procreate, you don't have to love that thing to feel. And I'm not saying I don't love
it's
Ruka,
done.
but like,
The deal's done.
but then you have to protect.
You protect what you
Build.
created.
Yes, yes, exactly.
But look at like I mean,
Are we
there's-
on the same page? Did we
kinda.
take you
There's
wrong?
plenty of
kind
examples of animals that
Well, I
like
think we're all saying the
procreate
same
and then
thing.
they never
But
see
we're
each other
animals.
again.
I mean, we don't have much else
Snakes,
as an example.
But they never see
Turtles.
Each
Shut
other. Yeah,
the fuck
they
up,
never see
Donnie.
each other again.
No, I'm just.
But what I'm saying is like there's
I
examples
really
of
like this chair.
there's examples of love and humanity that exist outside of the need to procreate.
Is it
and
lust?
and-
Is it lust
no.
and protection?
No, and outside of the need for us, and outside of like a benefit, like you're getting something out
I
of it.
hear you, but I just need.
Like,
to,
what do you-
I need
what
to
do you
know what
mean?
you're talking about?
Like-
Yeah,
Give an example,
yeah. Thank you, Donnie.
just to help me out, because I'm. At
No,
first,
I
I
know
was
what he
thinking like,
means, but I need to.
well,
we're on the same
I'm
page.
confused.
We
and
are
yeah,
too.
so like, I like.
What are the
at
examples?
first,
you
when
see
you're saying outside of
are you talking about outside of
procreation and all
humans?
that, I was like, I was go straight with the love of a dog for its human, like, but that's to protect. So then that goes back to.
Oh, see, I was thinking of love of a wife or a child.
Yeah.
But what are the examples outside
Right.
of that? Is that what you mean? There's examples outside of
Your
that?
parents, your friends. I mean, what's the, once you get past
Oh, because you don't
certain
necessarily
point,
feel a responsibility towards.
why
your
why
parents.
why do you love your parents? Like you don't need to provide anything for them.
Oh,
They don't need
okay.
to provide anything for you. It's like
Are we gonna? Okay.
because they
Are we
created
talking
you.
chemical? Are we talking?
Because it was learned, like you're supposed to love them.
Are we gonna not talk like chemical facts that like we can hypothesize on?
I'm just saying what's the why does it exist? It,
Um,
it rules out
Comfortability, I would say, or like knowing. I mean, that's what I would think. I mean, that's a stretch too, though.
yeah.
For your parents, I would say comfortability. It's what I mean. They made you feel.
I wouldn't say it's
Not-
necessary, but like I guess like you love your parents because they raised you, they supported you. I don't know, like
Comfortable
Why
with
is
them.
it
You
part of
love
the
it,
human
yeah.
condition? Like it doesn't.
Well, that's
like,
what I mean. I don't think. I mean, loves is just a word for it.
but it's not always.
I don't
It's
think
not
it's a-
there for every
yeah.
person.
Yeah.
All I'm saying is that
Look at
it's
Carter.
it's a
Carter
part of the,
hates Donnie.
it's a part of the human condition that's like it's hard to explain outside of like some sort of higher power being involved.
Okay.
Because it
This
doesn't.
is what I need you to say.
It doesn't
2.5
serve
minutes
any
ago.
purpose.
I feel you. Yeah, I feel you. There's okay. Yeah.
I mean,
okay,
it serves
okay,
some
okay,
purpose,
okay.
but not all the time.
No, I'm with you now though. Like it's not a necessity for
Existing
existence or growth.
yeah.
It means nothing. Okay. Wow. I feel you now.
Humans actually would probably procreate
Well, that's why I would
much
call
better
it lust
if
or
there was no love.
responsibility.
If it was all just lust. If there was no love, all lust, humans would procreate fucking 10 times faster than they do.
I
you
think.
know, now,
Well, then
like,
I would say
True.
love's just a word for responsibility and for nurture.
It's not necessary though. Even
It's not, but
when
Well,
you're
is
talking
that
about evolution,
is that not what we're trying to boil down? Sorry. Did I get lost? Just
maybe.
kidding. Well, no, we got to it. It's not necessary. Oh, then that's it. And then it's just a word for responsibility and nurture.
Yep.
Marcus?
Marcus.
That is a cool topic though, because like, I mean, it sucks though because that arises the question like, what do you love or do you love anything?
Yeah.
And obviously we do, but like,
Yeah.
so you're asking why, or like how?
I
What do
mean,
you-
it's easy to say like, okay, I love my children because there's a natural instinct to like take care of
Responsibility,
them,
yeah.
so that I further my bloodline, evolution, whatever. But
Yes, and yeah.
but like loving my parents or loving my friends or loving, you know what I mean? Like other people outside of that is like, it's like weird. It doesn't make sense. If all,
I would say
if-
comfortability. Then yeah, it's
if
what
we're
makes
just
you feel
animals,
happy.
No, but there's no reason for that either. Like if we're just animals here to like procreate, like if we're just like a virus where
Is
we're
this-
just like meant to
Wait,
just,
are we still in the
procreate?
simulation theory?
I'm just saying in general, like the
Well,
simulation
if
theory
we
doesn't
still are on that, I'm totally on. I'm following every step you're talking about.
Yeah.
Okay, then.
all I'm saying is that
right then.
that's the
You're
one
absolutely
thing
right.
that's the one thing that like brings to mind some sort of a higher power that maybe has a consciousness. But I don't know. I do know this though, nobody fucking knows.
But
That's true.
Nobody
a-
knows.
That's honestly like a thought. That's a fucking really good thought though, because
Yeah.
like if there's a higher power, it has to care.
Viruses don't love. They don't. I mean, it's like they're just
Hate doesn't love.
They're just populating. That's
yeah.
Spreading and growing.
it.
And...
Something different
Dan,
with that. But
I might pray tonight.
No, you won't.
Just kidding. That's a cool thought though, because like, if there is a higher power though, it doesn't have to care, but it should care. It should. The idea of it cares, right?
it's creating.
If it's there, yeah. If it's creating,
Yeah.
it cares. And that is the only loophole that you could throw into play. That you're like, what about this?
Yep.
You were very cryptic along the whole way about this,
But
and
not
now
really. You guys
No,
just weren't
no, I
understanding.
deciphered it. No, I deciphered the fuck out of it. It's
But does it
you're
have
like
to
a
care?
puzzle box, dude, and I got it.
Because
okay?
it could be just like and I think this was on the TV
That's
show
really making me
Supernatural.
think, though. I like that, Dan. I really do. Thank
You know, they have God, and God doesn't care. He created something and just wanted to watch it grow. It's like a science experiment.
Or
He
what's
doesn't
that
care.
show to?
So why wouldn't you say
God-
it have to
The
care?
one that God texts people. God befriended me.
God friended me.
God, my grandma watches that. I'm like,
I've never seen it, but I know which one you're talking about. But yeah, I mean, like,
stupid, dude.
Donnie
Why-
knows all of them.
So
Yeah.
stupid. Uh-huh.
I'm just saying, why would you say that if there's a higher power they have to care? Because it didn't. They could have just
No, I
created
didn't say
something.
they have to, but if there is one, they probably should, or they do, if there is one.
But why?
Because it
That's what
would
I'm
be-
saying,
it would
because,
be a
like,
higher power.
He wouldn't need to care.
A higher power
He
creates.
could just started this science experiment and see what grows out of it.
You gotta care about your experiment, though.
Not necessarily.
Why? I mean, why create it and let
He
it
could have
do its
created and
thing?
be like, okay, got bored with it and forgot about it.
I mean, the shitty thing is,
Or
none of us
she,
believe
or
in
it,
God
or
in this
they. I
room,
just-
and we're talking about it.
Yeah,
But,
thank you.
like, But also,
I-
God though is that there could be. I believe in aliens. You do too.
Yes.
There could be real aliens. Say we're in the simulation that are that are
That is the higher power.
our higher power.
Okay.
But like, and they created right.
Okay.
You would think they want it to be. You'd think they'd want it to fucking run smoothly.
Or
think they'd care
do
about
they?
how it went. But
I'm just saying it could be a science experiment and they want to see how bad it can go. Maybe they don't care and they're just letting us. I mean, look how bad we're
I guess
getting. You know
I'm
what I
on
mean?
the same side with you there because that's our God technically. If that's the case, that's our God. And maybe they are fucking.
I'm saying if there was this higher power and it
Maybe
cared,
they are
like you're
malignant.
saying,
You know.
I don't think shit would be the way
That's my
shit is.
big word of the week.
See, told you, dude.
Anyways, fuck God, dude. What else we got? That's a cool thought though.
I was gonna talk about because I want to know, and this stems back to work, and Tyler might not want to talk about because he didn't want to get into it earlier. But this goes
No, I'm
back
fine
to
getting into it. I just didn't want to.
the COVID
didn't-
shot. So it's FDA approved
Oh.
now. So our boss is pushing it again, and I believe
I'm the only one not.
That's what I said. I
vaccinated,
believe
and
you're the
she's
only one
pushing
who's
it
not
really
vaccinated.
hard.
I want to know because she thinks in her mind like that was the thing holding you back.
I have a
And-
lot of talk about this. If you want to talk about it.
I don't care your reasons, and I don't mean that in a dick way.
No, I don't mean that.
It's
the
your
reason-
choice to
I
do
don't care.
whatever.
The reasons she's bringing it up to me are just stupid.
That's what I'm saying.
They're
Yes.
stupid.
I do think
And I know my mentality for one, and I just know like
I think you're gonna have to get it though at some point.
And
We can't
I-
even go to a comedy
if
show.
I have to do it,
like,
obviously, like I guess. See, but that's my whole thing, and it
That's
sucks.
stupid.
I
Yes,
don't
it's a
agree with your
shitty
reason for
mentality.
not getting it.
Okay, but that's not my reason. That's my big. That's probably my 51% reason. If you keep telling me I have to do it, I don't want to do it.
I get it because
I
I'm
don't
the same
wanna
way. Like
fucking
at
do it.
work,
If you
I
tell
don't
me
like being
have to
told
do
I have to do something. Fuck you.
I don't
Yeah.
have to.
Yeah.
no, I have the same mentality. But for me, like I said, the reason I did it because I want things to go back the way they used to be.
it won't.
And if I
I-
know, I'm just saying, like if this gets it close to that, I'm gonna do it.
Other than this comedy show I didn't get to go to, my life's been normal as fuck, dude.
For now.
It's
But masks are coming back.
I mean,
I mean, Maverick is already, they're not forcing it, but saying we recommend you wear a mask again. Kids have to wear them in schools. It's all coming back.
I'm living. I think I'm gonna keep.
I'm just
living.
saying, if that's what it takes to get us back to something close to the way it used to be, why not
Well, maybe they need
take
to
the
define it.
payment,
Maybe
take
they
the
need to
2-minute
define it
shot,
and
and be
regulate-
over with it?
Because it's not. I mean, it's not.
Because I don't
going-
have to.
It's not going back to normal. It's like,
yeah,
what's
it's back-
next?
We're normal now. This is a normal world now, Donnie.
But it was for a little bit.
no, we're in the normal world.
People,
Even
you
if
didn't
it
have to wear
changes
masks
again,
anymore.
That is
If things
essentially
start
the normal
shutting
world
down
now.
again,
I think there's obviously plenty of good points on either side, which is why it's such a debate.
Yeah, always will be.
Because people, I mean, and it's like you could sit here, people could argue till they're blue in the face about it, and like they both have good points.
But there's a whole nother argument. This is the first vaccine that's mandated.
I hate that part of it. I hate that it's like
That's what's weird
that,
about
and
it.
it's not even it's being forced in more ways than one, like by pressure, but also just like, hey, you have to
Travel.
get this to work here,
Normal
travel
life,
to go
yeah.
to a comedy show,
Yep.
like to go to a restaurant, like that. I don't like that.
I don't either. I agree with you there, and I agree it's everybody's choice, and I would never make somebody get it if they don't want to get it. I'm just saying that was my thinking. Like,
But it's not
if
even
this
that,
is
like,
what it's
how you
going to
gonna
take,
stop the
I'm going to
world?
do it.
How are you gonna stop the world?
What are you talking about?
Well, just like what we're saying, they're trying to like push things, mandate things, do this, do that. It's just like you can't change the world.
Yeah, they're fighting a losing battle. It's just like, what's the next thing going to be that we're going to have to do for it? Like the new variant comes out. It's like, okay, now you have to fucking, I mean, it's like,
Double shots, everybody.
come on, dude, double shots every other
Every
day.
6
Like,
months.
I don't know.
Yeah.
I mean, obviously that's a little overboard, but
Yeah, well, yeah, for
who
sure.
knows, dude? I
You
don't
just
know.
don't know. Yeah.
I didn't think half of the shit that happened over the last 2 years is going to happen. Like, I mean, or it could ever happen.
That's fair.
You know, I didn't think they
I
could
didn't think
now
they
we're
would
in
shut
this
down
shitty
bars and
universe they could-
restaurants. I didn't. Yeah.
I didn't think they could
nuts.
ever do shit like that. To be like, no, like you have a business that you like support you and your family with, and like you have to close it indefinitely.
I mean, also, this is one of the only
crazy to me.
places it was probably hard for that to happen. It sounds, from what I know, all the other countries in the world, they're like, shut it the fuck down.
UK shut
Go
down
home.
again.
Yeah, but
Yeah, but they're like, go home.
some of those countries
You're
took
good.
care of their people.
Some-
Exactly.
yeah,
they take
In,
care,
in
but
Italy, they actually like paid them monthly, and
that's
like,
what I'm saying.
you know,
Here is one
like-
of the hardest places, I bet.
Some
it
of
is
them,
to
they're
get that to
they're
happen.
like they did like what we were talking about. They have the military up and down the streets and making you stay in your house.
Yep.
That'll never happen here.
Dude, that would
People are gonna fight that.
that would trigger
That'd
the
be
craziest
ridiculous. Oh yeah.
Oh yeah.
internal fucking predatory thing in my mind that I didn't even know I had, and that would be a problem, dude. I'd be like, okay, let's fucking go.
The one thing that this is helping is it giving some people better fucking manners. It took this pandemic to get people to wash their goddamn hands. Why?
Or not like. Or
I mean,
not
that's
spoon
fair,
me,
but that's
or
not
not
the-
spoon me in line. at
Exactly.
Yeah. I still,
If there's one good thing that's come out of this,
Fucking-
it's just that
Get away from me.
I back, dude.
You
I
know,
back into people now.
there,
I'm so
I
sick of
hate
it.
that shit.
I'm
there are
so sick
people
of
who are
it.
now like turning to their shoulder instead of just coughing out in the open. Washing your hands more often. Like, why wouldn't you wash your hands after going to the goddamn bathroom?
Okay, but listen though, you're wearing a mask. If you get,
I don't even
If
give a
you
fuck
get your
about the
face
mask. I'm
coughed
saying,
on-
what? I gotta wear it.
it's still on your forehead and your fucking cheeks and your fucking, and your like.
Haven't washed it in
A
like a
mask
week.
is-
The mask isn't saving me from you. You wearing a mask is
No, I
not
think
spreading
it's a
it.
Comfort. I think it's a comfort thing. I don't
It
think
is.
it does fucking anything,
It
bro.
doesn't
I
do
really
anything.
don't. And I'm not trying
Have you
to
tried
put-
to spit through a mask?
I'm not trying to put you down. Okay, have you ever smelt a fart through a mask?
Yelp.
Who the fuck cares? What does that have to do with anything?
Viruses are much smaller than poop particles. That's all I'm fucking saying.
Cool.
Bro.
That's not what I'm
If you
talking
can
about.
Smell a fart through a mask. the
You
mask is
said if
doing
I'm wearing a
nothing.
mask and I'm coughed on, it's on my forehead. My
It's
mask
everywhere.
doesn't stop you from coughing on me. It stops me from coughing on you. If I cough into the mask, my spittle's not landing on your
Okay,
forehead.
I feel you.
That's
there.
what I'm saying.
I didn't see. You've been saying that for months, actually, and I haven't heard that every time.
Yes.
but still.
But
I don't know where the
fart-
fart's
Okay,
coming
but
from.
then
Fart's still coming
if
through
you
there.
have,
My fart is still going through. Thing.
Donnie just doesn't like spit.
but
I
that's
don't
what-
like spit. I hate
but
spit.
that's what I mean. Though. What's up? The mask is nothing. Comfort.
It is a
it's
comfort thing.
placebo. It's a placebo.
Yes, placebo. That's the
Yes,
word I'm
I
thinking
agree
of.
with that.
But
Yeah.
how come
I'm saying
your
if
vaccine doesn't work against my non-vaccine, but they're putting the mask up?
why would my vaccine help you?
My vaccine only works if you take your vaccine, bro.
It's a
That
team
doesn't-
effort.
That's it. That's where I'm
Is
at.
that the case?
No, but that's
Okay, well, I was like, fuck
that's
you,
where
really?
I'm. No, that's where I'm totally in agreement with you. And I don't.
I
Think,
am too.
I Donnie, we shouldn't be blaming people that aren't getting vaccinated. We should be blaming people that are vaccinated and still pressing other people to get vaccinated.
Let me
I'm
die.
saying
Let me
it's
die.
a free choice
If
for
I'm-
everybody.
If I'm part of the problem,
You can
let
get a
me
free
die.
ride to
There
get
won't
the
be a
free
problem.
shot. You know what I mean?
Yep.
So if they don't have the shot, that's their choice. Why do I have to worry about protecting them?
Because some
Oh.
people will never.
That's
feel
all I'm
safe.
saying. I think it's bullshit.
No, now we boiled it down and we're all on the same page because
Yeah.
that's what we're saying too. And it's just like, from my
Old
point
folks
of
home to
view,
make
if
them
it's
feel
as
better
real,
about it.
as real as it is, if it's real, it would be a lot more serious than it is, I think. I feel like. But they're giving us, like, yes, it's mandated, but it's an option. But
What's not
also-
serious about the millions and millions and millions of deaths?
You think it's millions?
CNN's fake news. I don't do fake news. Fake news, CNN. CNN's fake news. Sorry.
I'm looking it up on the Federalist,
Trump.
bro. Don't worry.
I just don't like. Okay, even now, check this out. Well, we lead into this hard. We tried not to. Okay, now, remember how they did every death in the hospital when COVID first came out? They were attributing it to COVID. Now they're not doing that. Even if you have COVID and you have an underlying problem, they're contributing it to that underlying problem. And not COVID now.
4.44 million deaths.
That's not enough to fucking tip the scales of the world. That's not a fucking enough, dude. Talk to Thanos, my friend. Okay, listen, if you want to fucking affect the world, you need at least 4.2 bill. Okay, what's 4 mil? That's what 4% of a bill?
That's a lot of dead people.
4% though? And that's only one bill. We have how many bill in the world? 9?
9.
4? 9?
9. 7 or 9. I think it's 9
So
billion.
what's 4% of 9? Fuck. I like that.
37 million died from AIDS, though.
Oh, dude, me and Donnie had this fight, and we both thought we were right.
What was our fight?
Okay. Well, my fight. Oh, no, this wasn't. You were actually kind of on my side on
Yeah,
this one.
I was going to say, I don't think we fought
I
on this one.
apologize. This was me and our boss.
Yes.
But the AIDS pandemic, they attributed any death or anything that happened to AIDS during the pandemic, even shit that wasn't AIDS. Just like COVID, if you had underlying problems and you had AIDS and the fucking pneumonia killed you, well, it's probably because you had AIDS. We'll fucking say it was AIDS.
It is, though.
I mean, yes, but like not
AIDS,
not now. Though.
AIDS
your
weakened
immune
your
system.
immune system, which
Yeah,
made,
yeah.
But
just
it
like
was-
Freddie
but
Mercury,
that was also
it's
a
how
whole
it kills
gay
you.
thing they were pushing too, like the whole gay agenda.
Well, that's why they didn't care about it, because it was
gays
gay.
and blacks.
But it was
and
still
black,
it
yeah.
was still a big like thing though that was majorly publicized and not. It was fags and blacks.
That's why it wasn't a priority.
Exactly,
And
though.
it never has been a priority.
Exactly,
Yeah.
but it was a big thing, but
Yeah.
only because it was that.
Yep.
It wasn't prioritized. But now it's a big thing, and it's being prioritized because it don't.
I don't think it is.
Oh, I was almost gonna say it, and I
don't think it is.
Oh,
They could have they got, a vaccine in, 8 months or whatever for COVID, and then, it's been
it took
30 years for
there's still
AIDS,
not
and
one,
there's
yeah.
still nothing.
Cancer, nothing.
but maybe they tried this vaccine because vaccine's been out for over 20
Even-
years
check
on
it out,
AIDS and it just
even
didn't
all the
work.
heps- Well, this one's a big argument because there's always been not vaccines, but like, what is it when it's not a cure, but you can work with it,
They've got like the treatments for
like for herpes,
HIV,
treatment, yeah. So like,
Never for
Hep C and
HIV,
shit.
but not AIDS.
yeah,
I
it's
mean,
money.
yeah,
Yeah. Which
Yeah,
is where we
that's what
went
I mean,
to. It's
though.
all
yeah,
about
it's
money.
all-
Yeah.
and
They
like,
probably,
but
and
do you-
I can't guarantee it, but this
okay,
is
but listen though,
on
if you
on
believe
this
that,
is where I
Donnie-
go conspiracy theory.
No,
I
Donnie,
think
hear
they
me out for
have
a second.
cures for a lot of shit,
Yes.
but it's all about money, and it makes them more
But if
money
you
to
believe
treat
that,
it than it
how
does to
can
cure
you
it.
not be on a little bit bored on this?
People got rich off of COVID, though. Plenty of people did.
I know, I agree.
Yeah.
And it's all okay. Listen. Oh, there's a new song.
I'm
I
not
listen to.
saying-
No one's gonna like the song. It's a new song I listen to. Actually, you guys might really like the song. But he breaks down our government's plan. Obviously, it's all conspiratorial and hypothetical. But step 1, blah blah. It started back then. But like we're on step 8 right now. Well, 7 was divide the population, right? Blacks, whites, cops,
Segregation. Gotcha.
Yeah, segregation. And we're on step 8 now.
Pit them against each other
Yes, which is put people against each other.
based on their little differences.
And this is definitely 100% conspiratorial, but like, there's part of that's got to click with a lot of people, dude. Like,
No,
there's
that's-
definitely an agenda that's being pushed.
That's
That's
textbook,
not up to us.
like pseudo transformational leadership, where
And we're
like
still
that was
learning as
that
a world,
was
dude.
that was like Hitler's
Mhm.
Hitler's game plan. Like there's plenty of leaders throughout world history. That's exactly it's like. It's
And
a
as bad as
step-by-step
Hitler
process.
was, dude, there's a lot of things that could be taken from him to
Oh,
be
he
used
was-
for different purposes. He's a fucking genius.
He was genius. Yeah.
Yeah. And I hate
And-
to say it, but like he
He was just evil.
Yeah,
I mean, he
yes.
was, He
Thank
was
you, Dan.
He was an incredibly
Can I get a knock on that?
effective. Yeah, he was an incredibly effective leader. He was
Yeah.
just evil. It was.
Yeah.
But he was good
I
at
watched this
manipulating
thing.
people, and
I actually think I talked about it once briefly on this podcast, but it was a high school teacher, and it was a history class specifically. And he took his class and he said, "Listen, we're trying to win the award this year for best. I want to be the best teacher this year, whatever." And he's like, "You guys do this. You guys, we walk together in line. We treat ourselves appropriately and like professionally, and we do this." And he went through the whole year, and at the end of the year, and he's like, "This is what Hitler did to his people." He's like, "He pretty much told you guys that you're better than the rest, and that we're learning better than the rest, and that they're teaching fucking
Yep.
inferior things, you know what I mean? And that like we hold ourselves to a higher standard." And he's like, "This is exactly what Hitler did."
Yep.
And I'm like, that's shitty to fight, you know what I mean? But like, that's cool though.
Yeah.
Pretty cool.
Yeah.
Because then you could
True.
sit back and think on it and like, damn though, I learned a lot, but like, I know where to apply it now though.
That's what all leadership does. They just, it's about the motives behind it.
Mm.
He was self-motivated. He was serving his own self-interest.
Please be able to do it, and if you can, take a picture. And if you can't, I can. So
You're gonna drop it, and like the
Right
Eight-
on my computer.
the
Did
eighth
you
of an
guys-
ounce of liquid is gonna.
did you guys ever
destroy your
watch?
MacBook.
It was actually semi recently, like within the last year. But Biden and Putin met.
Mm-mm.
Did you watch all that shit?
No.
I don't. That's gangster, Donnie. I don't know all the shit behind it because I don't follow politics at all.
That adds to it, Dan.
But supposedly we were about to like go to war. We were about to fucking drop some shit down.
That's not so.
Us or them, whatever the fuck is about to happen. But they met, and it was like over a couple days that they had these meetings or what. It was in Geneva.
Mhm.
I think it was over 4 days. But supposedly Putin is famous for showing up like 3 or 4 hours late to
Yes.
every meeting with a world leader, no
Power
matter
play.
what.
So like Tyler.
exactly.
Yeah.
Power play.
Like Tyler.
Yeah.
Yeah. Well, I gotta show who has the biggest dick in the room.
Dan.
But yeah, power play. You nailed it, Dan. But the one this year, he met with Biden, and it was supposedly when there was high tension between the countries, and he was there before Biden, right on fucking time, and
Really?
Biden was like a minute late, and I was just like, and I'm like, dude, yeah, a lot of us can say we suck, but like, what's that say, bro? What's that fucking say? You know what I mean? That's gangster. If she's like, fuck, I gotta get there, because he's notorious for just not fucking giving a fuck, dude.
Yeah.
But I also thought it was pretty cool that like us as Americans, we have this ideal of ourselves that we're like the baddest.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? We know we
Not all of us.
generally though we do. We're
Yes,
baddest.
I'll give you
we
that.
We're fucking Top Gun, dude. But like
The
you watch-
majority of Americans believe
yeah.
that, yes.
and you watch Biden and Putin walk up to the dais. That's what it's called, right? The dais. Yeah, that's what it's called. I'm on point. They walk up together, though, left to right, and Biden's like, "Oh, hey, everybody!" And he's like, "Oh, America!" Like, "Oh, yeah!" And Biden walks in, dude. 2 armed security guards behind him, and he just fucking
Flexing.
walks past everyone and walks right in, dude. Doesn't shake Biden's
I think
hand,
you meant
nothing,
Putin.
dude. Putin.
You
What'd I
said
say?
Biden walks in after
yeah.
you talk about Biden
Yeah.
walking in, and you're
No,
like, and then
Biden
Biden
was-
walks in.
Biden's like, "Oh, hello, everybody. I fucking
Yeah.
I'm probably about to fall over." Or something. But then Putin's just like into the fucking building, dude. I'm just like, that's scary. I'm like, we're not that badass if he's that badass, dude. I'm like, what are you waving for, Biden? This sucks, dude.
Well, he's also like pressured himself into being president for 30 years or something like that. Yeah.
Wait, let me plug something right now. No one, oh fuck, no one cares about libertarians though.
Nope.
Dave Smith
Ugh.
is running for president.
Dan and I are on board here. We fucking hate
I
Dave.
disagree
Fuck
with it
Dave.
too.
He's a
But
fucking
we
moron.
love
Can't
Dave
stand him.
Smith.
He's useless. I don't love him.
Yep.
Really?
I
Hate
can't stand him.
Oh, dude, I think
He's the worst on the show. I wish he wasn't even on that
I
show.
think
He's-
they need him.
Just
Yeah,
hate him.
he's terrible.
He's the only one with sense,
No,
and he's
not.
the only one with knowledge.
No, he's not. He just fakes
what?
Like he
Yeah.
fakes like he is.
I don't know.
What does he have
dude.
knowledge of?
All of it.
How to
He's a
just
smart-ass
agree
guy.
and reword what they say?
He's a chode. He's a fucking poser.
Yeah.
He's the biggest poser,
keep this-
dude.
You're alone right now.
Yeah,
I love Dave.
no
Well, that's
way.
big. Also, I've been watching for 2 years. You've been watching for a few months, maybe
I've,
once every 9 months.
I've probably seen more episodes than you have, or heard more episodes than you have.
He's
Doubt
been binge watching the shit out of it.
100% doubt it.
I'm pretty sure I have.
Really?
Yeah, because
You
I
love
went
it?
through. There's like
You
there's
love it,
like
though?
18 pages on Gas Digital, and I've pretty much gone through all of that, which is all the way back to the first episodes that they have aired.
Oh, so okay. So the best thing to do now then real ass podcasts.
Yeah, I listened to a little bit of that, but I miss having Jay.
Yeah.
I miss Jay, but
That's why I like
Zach-
Bonfire
Zach's a
better.
genius,
I'm just
bro.
not. I'm
I
not
know.
a big
Zach's a
Lewis
genius.
fan.
But it's weird because
I gotta pee.
because
I'm listening. I'm talking
Jay
to
is not the same without Lewis, and
yep.
Lewis is not the same without Jay. Like together, they're like that's a perfect match.
power couple.
Yeah, they are.
It's like me and Donnie.
But they have a couple like fucking Dan Soder's one of my faves, dude. Mike Figs. Oh, you like Figs? I do like Figs. No, man, there's some good ones on there. The one
I gotta
so-
catch up because I don't even know who the fuck Mike Figs is.
The one episode that I was telling you about was they had Aaron Berg on there, and he's talking about how he used to be a stripper, a male stripper, and so they were kind of going into that, like about
Oh,
how
I mean,
like, they were like, "Did you?"
I've heard it, but I know.
Yeah, they're like, "Did you ever have to like do anything?" You know, he's like, "Oh, well, people give private dances or whatever." And so,
Do you know why that was the episode though?
What?
Have you ever heard of This Is Not Happening?
Mm-mm.
So it's a comedy show. Comedians come on and tell true stories, and it's either about like karma or drugs or like sex or just shit like that. But Aaron Berg came on, and he used to be a male stripper, like you said. But he took a job one night with this dude. This dude wanted him to jerk off in front of him.
Yeah,
and
that's
he
what
was
they
gonna
were
pay him.
telling the
yeah,
story
yeah,
about.
and that's where that whole episode came from. Was from his
well,
true story that came out.
but
You
then-
have to watch that, bro.
but
That's
then
really
they-
funny.
the funniest part was when they
A chocolate mud.
role played, and they had
Yes,
had
I know exactly what you're talking about. Yeah,
Jay
I love
like
it.
try to like buy a dance from him.
Yeah.
It was so fucking funny, dude. He was like, and Jay like played it to a TD. He's like, you know,
Because he's a
he's like-
genius.
he's
he's a
like-
fucking genius,
yeah, he
dude.
is. He played the male stripper part. Jay did, and then Aaron played like the John. But Jay was like, he's like, you know, I don't really like a lot of the other bitches around here, like in here, and like he was just, it was like the perfect like.
Have you-
strip club, dude?
Watch their table read.
Mm-mm.
So Legion of Skanks, Dave, Lewis, and
Oh, that
Jay,
movie.
they
that
wrote a script.
or the script that they
Yeah.
wrote. Yeah.
So they do it. They
I
do
wanna-
a table
I wanna listen
read.
to that. Yeah.
So look it up on YouTube. They do it. It's fucking hilarious too, because
Okay.
they do a lot of intermittent fucking riffing.
You know what's weird is
But
like,
there's also an episode on YouTube of like it was filmed. Like they made
oh, shit.
the episode of the table read. Yeah, and it's back when Jay's like he's got his long dirty hair, dude, and he's just like fat, and he's just like I don't know, not looking good.
Back in the '90s
Yeah. But it's exactly. But it's
when I
so
first met
funny.
Jay.
You met Jay?
No, I wish I met Jay. I know
I was
you
like,
did.
I met Jay. You met Jay before?
No, I
me?
meant my first experience with Big J was back in the '90s when he looked like that. So when I saw him, when you came to me with Legion of Skanks, I saw him. I was like, "What the fuck happened? He looks way different now."
Beautiful, dude.
Yeah.
I just remember. So we went. Me and Brittany went to his. It was the same comedy club we were gonna go to for Mark Maron.
'Kay.
But we went for Big J. Super drunk. I honestly, he does so much crowd work. I don't remember the show because
Yep.
he just fucked with the crowd.
Yep.
But he was like, "I'm going out back to smoke a cigarette. If anyone wants to come say what's up." And we went out back, and there was a bunch of people.
You fanboyed him.
Yes.
Oh, yeah.
Like, oh my god, I'm your biggest
Yes.
fan.
But I went and
We
I
thought
gave
my
Brittany my
puppet-
phone and I like shook his hand. I was like, "Hey man," I was just like, "You get me through a lot," and I was like, "I love you, bro."
Don't act like that's all it was.
No,
I seen the
literally,
picture.
But no, I'm getting fucking
All
to
right.
it, and he said, "Thank you, man." He said, "I really appreciate that," and I was like, "Can I have a hug?" I was like, "Can I get a hug, bro?" And he was like, "Of course,
And then
buddy."
you were like,
And I gave him a big old hug. Brittany got a picture of it though.
I saw
don't wanna
the
say he's a
picture.
good person. I don't really know him, but like,
Tyler
he's-
was
he
tearing
seems
up
like-
on the
He's
picture.
a perfectly like
I
all
love
you
it.
look.
And I don't
Well,
mean
no.
that in a bad way. I fucking love it. He was so
Yes,
happy.
I was very happy
Yeah.
because like what I look for in people.
It's the size of their dick.
Well, no, like attributes are people that I admire.
Yeah.
And that's when people that they're better than you, but you still like them.
he seems
That's
like
admire.
he seems very genuine and like,
Yes.
and I think that's why he's actually done really well.
That's what I'm leading into is because
Because
like he's a very
meshes
very
with
he's relatable.
Everybody.
He understands like he's not
I'm not even
No
talking about.
fake.
I'm not just talking about fans. I'm talking about like
his
in
comedy.
in the inner circles, like where he's been in movies and stuff like that, because people enjoy working with him because
yeah,
he's
'cause
like
he's a fun
because
guy.
he's fun and he's genuine
and he's
and
not
he's
an
like,
asshole.
yeah.
Yeah, and
Yeah.
that's really what I got from him though. Is like I'm not trying to suck his dick. I would. I'll put it on record right now. I would.
I bet you would.
Dude, I don't even smoke cigarettes. I'll suck his dick for a cigarette and a fucking half a shot of whiskey. You know what I'm saying? No, I'm just kidding. But no, he was just like a. I remember because I've met not a lot of famous people, but I've met like a few famous people. And he's the only one I ever felt comfortable enough with. Like, yo, can I get a hug, bro? Like, Just be like, you help me through my day a lot, you know what I mean? And he's just like, he literally was like, of course, buddy. And he's like, came in. I'm just like, bro.
It would-
Even his comedy though, I'm just like, you really like, people.
It would be so funny if he like brought that up on a
It's like, what the
episode.
fuck?
He's like, some fucking weird guy
Well-
gave me a hug, like, or asked me for a hug.
I've had intentions since then to do that because like, so I bought a hat from Gas Digital
Yeah.
and it said special instructions or whatever, and I put have Louis J. Gomez sign the hat ? And I got a hat that was signed.
Nice.
And I'm like, how many people have like gone for that though? You know what I mean?
Yep.
Like how many people? If he did it for me, not that many people have shot for it. I feel like.
Yeah.
Or else he'd be like, God, again. Fuck, I'm sick of this. But I'm just like, watch him bring it up on the show. That'd be pretty gangster, dude. You know what I mean? Or like, I want to go to a live Legion of Skanks and like, I know it's stupid, but just knock the person out in the front row. Just a rando dude, just knock him out. They would talk about me for sure, dude. And I'd have a legacy. You know what I mean?
Or you just gotta fall through the ceiling, or like fall. What
Yeah,
was the
yeah,
other guy that
something-
like
yeah.
fell and like busted his head during the episode?
Walking up on the stage.
Yeah.
Huge dude. Yeah, dude, busted his face through the wall. They replayed that like 89 times, dude. That was so funny, though.
Should we wrap this one?
Yeah.
Sorry, guys.
You can go home.
Where you going, Donnie? You going home?
I got a long drive.
Oh, you
man.
have to go home?
I got to drive all
What
the way
time
to
is it?
Napa. I got a long ways to go.
I got back.
past my bedtime.
We can end it, but let's.
So
I
I
can
do
hang out
want
down
to.
for a
I'm
minute.
excited for next week, and I'm hoping you can get caught up in homework and be here.
Oh, really? Is that a potential?
So
Viable
because we're
option.
gonna have 2 big girls, 1 big dream.
They're gonna fucking show up with cattle prods.
Dude,
Damn.
shocking dildos.
Tyler's
You
like,
go
I'm
fir-
in.
You go first, dude.
Told you I'd try anything twice.
You go
Right?
first. See
All
you
right,
later.
Dan, you're taking us out.
All right. Until next time.
Dad bods
Dad
out,
bods out.
bitches.